my lane fast, call it high speed. I've been working hard, yeah, I've been working nightly. If you think you'll win, ha, not fucking likely. I be taking shots, yeah, cold-blooded, icy. Watching numbers grow is what I call sightseeing. In the front row, run it up when they hype me. The following grows, they know how to ignite me. Call me CEO, I've been running shit right, see. And I ain't playing games, I create my own lane, making pleasure out of pain, turning losses into gains, I'm the boss, I'm making change. I've been rocking this exchange, popping off and risking things, gonna make a fucking name. I just wanna be famous, but I don't want that cheap fame. No, I'm not that vain, I just wanna be greatness. 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 Ain't no motherfucker in this world can do it like me. Open up your eyes and insert a little rising. You don't have to love me, you don't have to like me. Got enough love in myself and my psyche. You should have the same in your brain nightly. If you wanna taste, bitch, you can fucking try me. If you wanna hate, bitch, you know where to find me. And if you go and hate this, you can fucking bite me. Okay, I'm going off every chance I get. I don't really take a loss, well, I'll admit. That's why I'll make it to the top, yeah, I commit. And no, I'm never getting lost, I get after it. Investing in my own stock, cause it's faster than any crypto hits go, let me spend. Everything that you see is something I invent, and it's only a percent. I'm gonna take shots, if I miss all, forget it. I'll take a fat loss just to learn all that's in it. I'm taking snapshots, learning how to fall and get it. I'm getting back up, always stand tall, don't sweat it. I never back up, I don't miss a thing or regret it. I'm always learning, you could call me academic. I'm always working, never been apathetic. Bad energy is like a poison, needs some antiseptic. Ain't no motherfucker in this world can do it like me. Open up your eyes and insert a little rising. You don't have to love me, you don't have to like me. Got enough love in myself and my psyche. You should have the same in your brain nightly. If you wanna take, bitch, you can fucking try me. If you wanna hate, bitch, you know where to find me. And if you go and hate this, you can fucking fight me. Ain't no motherfucker in this world can do it like me. Open up your eyes and insert a little rising. You don't have to love me, you don't have to like me. Got enough love in myself and my psyche. You should have the same in your brain nightly. If you wanna taste, bitch, you can fucking try me. If you wanna hate, bitch, you know where to find me. And if you go and hate this, you can fucking bite me. Ain't no motherfucker in this world can do it like me. Open up your eyes and insert a little rising. You don't have to love me, you don't have to like me. Got enough love in myself.
Hello, 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 everybody. Hopefully, everybody's having a great, great Sunday. It's Easter Sunday for those who celebrate Easter. Happy Easter. Really big, she got to be making her little voice heard too, right? She over here, she my sidekick, y'all, my little sidekick. She got to sit there and say what she got to say. And Charlie girl, she'll be up here in a little bit, I guess. I don't know. She said she was. I don't know. I don't know where she at. She's somewhere. Hopefully, she rises her head from the bushes wherever she's at. How's everybody doing today? Hey, Chaos. Hey, Dukes. How's your daughter doing, Dukes? I want to know. LTT. Nani. Hey. Oh, look. Oh, yeah. Look. Can you believe it? LTT been a member for 22 months, y'all. 22 months. Ah, thank you, LTT. I can't believe we've had membership that long. I guess it might help if I went live more, you know? I don't know. Hey, Michelle and Past, how y'all doing? I'm headed from West Virginia to Nevada in the morning, 4-day long. Oh, Lord. Woo. Have safe travels, Nani. Safe travels, because, I don't know. I don't weather so much. Road trips, I love road trips. I do. I've traveled, put many miles under the old Beltaroo. But, it's weird. The older I get, the more I'm like, why don't we just fly? Can I just fly? Can I get that today? And I'm not above, getting in the car and going if I have to, but there's just something appealing about, flying and getting there quick. And there's also something appealing about, RV camping or cabin camping. Tent camping, I've done that. I check those boxes off. Uh, I just don't think tent camping is for me. Not anymore. It's funny how you get older and you're like, ah, forget about it. Give me a nice cushiony bed somewhere, you know? Think I'd rather just go to the beach. Ah, we're supposed to be doing that, y'all. We're planning a trip next next fallish time period, perhaps, or a little bit later. We're planning a trip to the ocean. Oh, it's gonna be nice. More of a Caribbean feel, you know? Either that or a cruise. I think just going to the beach would be better myself, but that's me. But anyhow. Charlie girl, where are you at? Charlie girl. She said she was gonna come up, y'all, but I don't know. But one of the things I want to talk about, this is kind of a serious subject matter, y'all. Then we'll get out of the seriousness and get a little bit, whatever. Um, there's just something I was doing on some deep thinking about. I was sitting there making some earrings, doing some bead work because I was told that sometimes can occupy your mind better. I don't know. I don't think it occupied my mind too much. It got this in my mind going. A little backstory. Just a story. Okay. We'll say that. Just a story. Say you have a young lady who comes forward and says, and some time has passed, right? Years have passed, that something had happened to her. A very serious situation happened. Um, you're supposed to believe, right? Isn't that what you're supposed to do? And when accusations like that are made, and there's nothing for someone to gain from it. Let's keep this in mind. There's nothing for them to gain by coming forward and telling you what happened, telling you who the perpetrator was, and all they wanted was for you to know who this person was and that it happened. Um, did not want to press charges, which I think we're still within parameters that if she ever decided to, we can. And I would stand next to her the whole way and press charges. Um, but again, this is a story, okay? Now think about this. Okay, this situation's this is a serious situation in my mind, right? Like I would not want that perpetrator around me at all. Nor would I want that perpetrator around my children in any fashion. Now, here's a situation that could happen that could be really sick and demented. Is that what are they? What could be said about it? Oh, that's not even true. We don't know for sure that it happened. We don't, oh, that was back in the day. They were young. Blah blah blah. Especially if said perpetrator was well older than the other child, right? Old enough to know better. I don't agree with it. Just saying. Now, if we're going to say that we don't believe the individual who came forward and believe her story of what happened to her, which again, there was nothing for this person to gain, but she had everything to lose. I tell you what she gained by coming forward in this story. In this story, what she gained was people who did not believe her, who sided with the perpetrator. That's what she gained. Now, in this story, we'll say perhaps there's other individuals who maybe even be involved in this, know these people that this has occurred with, right? Say all of a sudden they come out and they say that something happened to them as a child by someone. Going by their philosophy, we should not believe them. By not believing her, we definitely shouldn't believe you if you're coming out saying that it didn't happen. You didn't want to press charges. You don't want to do anything. Why should we believe you, but not believe her? So should we therefore go get the person who you claim did something to you and bring them around the children and say, well, you know what? That was a long time ago. We don't believe you. We're going to side with the perpetrator. Should we do that? For me, it's a hardcore hell no, because I'm going to believe the person who's coming up and standing up and telling their story and telling their truth. Things to think about what you're doing and what you are subjecting other people to. The message you're putting out is you want to be believed about shit that happened to you, but you don't want to believe anybody else. How dare you take the side of a perpetrator? How dare you fucking do that? Every single one of you monsters who are doing that, shame on you. And I'm the one who's fucked up and crazy and delusional? Hell no. Y'all are the ones. That is sick, sick, sick. In my story, that is sick. That's the story that we're going to tell. Mind you, it's a story, right? Because there's no way in hell that that would be true, because there wouldn't be anybody sick enough to do those kind of things, right? There would not be anybody sick enough to do that shit. You want to be believed about what happened to you, but you want to go and you put a perpetrator like that around anybody that you love. You are fucked up and crazy as hell. In my opinion, in that story, you would be really screwed up. You cannot justify to me on any level that that's okay. Never. I'm not crazy and delusional enough to sit here and think, oh, that's okay. Yeah, we're going to let that go. Oh, they can go ahead and R the hell out of somebody and it's all right. A child is a fucking child in this story. That goes down a little bit more than just R, if you ask me, in my opinion. And I swear to God, I wish she would go forward and go ahead and press charges. Oh my gosh. Once they turn 18, y'all, your hands are tied. Your hands are tied. But in that story, if that was all true, because that's crazy and sick enough that there's no way that would be true, right? Right? So I'm just saying, like when somebody comes forward about their, situation that's happened, how can anyone sit there and be like, oh, we're not going to believe you? We just don't. I'd rather go chumming up with the one who did it to you and be buddies with them. I don't give a fuck who it is. When you do that, you are sick and you're gone in my book. In my story. You're gone. I don't want anything to do with someone who is capable of that, because that is who they are. That is who they are. You are capable of forcing yourself on a 12-year-old girl. You're sick. In my story. And I say that repeatedly because, there's no way it would be true, right? There ain't no way that people would be like, well, we don't believe him. We don't believe her. Well, in this story, if you have other people who had had something happen to them as children, how are you wanting to be believed? You really want people to believe you, but you're not wanting to believe somebody else? Make that make sense. How about we go get the person who did the shit to you and put them up in your face? Taunt you with them, right? Put them around the kids and stuff. That's just sick, y'all. What the hell's wrong with people? What the hell is wrong with people? Your failure to protect anyone for your own gratification is beyond anybody's. I don't even get it. I do not get that at all. In this story, if there is someone who has done a heinous act like that, you don't deserve I'm not, look, Jesus loves you, baby, but I don't have to. Speaking of Easter, right? Jesus loves you, but I don't have to, because I'm not Jesus. All that Christians do is they're supposed to walk in the footpath of him and try to be like him. Well, I ain't even close to being there yet, and I'm okay with that. I don't have to be. So, Jesus loves you, but you better keep on stepping, get the fuck away from me. And, the people who sit there and encourage that kind of shit, that's what you're doing by going, oh, you know what? They're lying. He didn't do it. Blah, blah, blah. You're taking the side of the perpetrator. You ought to be ashamed of yourself and holding your head down real low. I don't give a shit who it is, how important you think they are. I do not care. What I care about is there was a little girl who had shit happen to her, and people are failing to believe. But you want to be believed. In this story, there may also be other connections. This is, when you make the connection of the circles in this story, y'all, it is just unfucking believable. You had another years and years ago, a little girl had something happen to her and her father did nothing about it, did not believe it. Was like, whatever, he's a friend of mine. Let it happen. Let it happen. Both of her parents did. Now you have the brother of that little girl doing the same motherfucking thing in my story. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. The story here, just kind of gets me heated. And in my opinion, in that story, I would not be the crazy delusional one. This is something that I will never back down from, ever. Ever will I back down from somebody who SAs anybody. I don't care when I find out, how long ago it was. That's who you are. That's who you are, baby. I got nothing better for you. And I can tell you right now, there's a guy out there that if I were to see him, I would run his ass over. I would not. And I'd tell the police too. Y'all, I would. Lord, forgive me. I would tell him, hey, yeah, I ran him down because this is what he did. Da, 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 da. In my story, okay? And you know what? I would go to prison every day. I'd wake up every morning with a smile on my face, knowing he no longer was on this earth to sit here and torture children anymore. That's what I would do. That's not a threat. I'm just telling you, I would not feel bad about getting rid of a child molester off of this earth. I wouldn't. Maybe I should, because I know vengeance is not mine. I would have to probably feel a little bit good about it. Hey, Pooh. I know, disgusting, right? This why, you know what? I shouldn't have sat there making those earrings because I only got one done. And I just was like, oh, see, these intrusive thoughts are still coming in my head. And now I'm sitting here thinking about this situation, the story that may, it's all fictional, right? Fictional, non-fictional, who cares? I mean, it's so unbelievable. You would think it was fictional, right? There's no way some idiots would even think that this is mildly okay. Let's get so-and-so back in our lives. We've got to forgive them. What the actual fuck? Yeah, y'all, in this story, I just, I don't, I can't wrap my head around it. But that's okay, because I've been reassured. Don't worry, because you are not like that. That's why you can't understand and comprehend it. And that's why I've always said is I don't want to comprehend it, because if I do, then I'm going to become like them. I don't ever want to become like that. I don't ever want to think that I would ever be okay with a lady coming to me, a young lady coming to me and telling me what happened to her as a child, as a child and then sit here and take up for the fucking perpetrator. Never in my life do I want to be that person. Neither do I want to be around anyone who is capable of doing that. Just my opinion and my story. I don't want to be around anybody who's capable of that. Absolutely disgusting. Think and ask yourself, just in this story, okay? Just as you came forward and said what happened to you as a child, you want to be believed. She came forward and told her story, but you don't believe her. What in the story? I ask you, what did she have to gain? Again, absolutely fucking nothing. And I'm sorry, y'all. I know I'm cussing, but this subject matter gets me heated. Okay, she had nothing to gain. What she had to gain was people like that who do not believe and sit there and be like, whatever. We're still going to be, it's cool. It's cool that they did that to you. It's okay. It is just beyond anything that I can. I can't wrap my head around it, y'all. And this is just I, I, mm. in this story, it's absolutely absurd. And like I said, I'm going to believe her just as much as I believed others who stood up and told their truth. Never once, when I had two individuals come to me and tell me something had happened to them by a certain individual, never once did I, for a sliver of a moment, did I doubt them. Never did I not believe them. Never. And never did I fucking think, hey, let me go get this guy and bring him back around. Okay? Nah. Because that's the guy I could run over and I wouldn't feel bad for. Okay? I'm just saying, in this story, I would not feel an ounce. I would not. Look, I just wouldn't do it. I wouldn't bring somebody like that around anybody that I know. I don't want to be around them myself, let alone subject anyone else to them. I don't give a fuck what their last name is. I don't give a fuck who you think they are, who they are to you, because who they are to me is a piece of shit who doesn't need to be anywhere near around me or anybody I know. And I said it. That's right. They're a piece of fucking shit beneath my feet. That's what they are. All right, Pooh? Hell no. That's what I'm saying. No, I just am appalled at and that's just such a fucked up move, man. Like, in this story, you want to be believed when you tell your shit. Okay. And in this story, it goes that they stepped up and said this happened to them as children for two individuals, not the girl in question here, but two other individuals. And you want to be believed, although you didn't want to press charges, because in this story, I said, I'm going to turn his ass in right now. I'm ready. Let's go. Or I'll press charges, da-da-da-da-da. But again, once they're 18, can't do shit about it. They have to be the ones to do it. Now, because you didn't want to do it, should that say that, you weren't telling the truth? No, that's not what I think. Not at all. I just think some people don't want to press charges. They don't want to have to relive it all. They don't want to have to whatever, Now, personally, I think they need to go get some therapy for it. Absolutely. Therapy would be very healthy. And, in this story, I may have been criticized and talked to like a fucking dog because I suggested they get therapy. Maybe. Just saying. Maybe. It was just insulting that I had suggested therapy. Well, I still suggest it, and I suggest it for anybody who's been through anything like that. I think the therapy is very much needed. There's nothing wrong with going and getting therapy, y'all. Sometimes you do need to have a little bit of help getting through something like that, and it can affect every aspect of your life until you address the issue and work through it. That's just my opinion in this story, right? And maybe if people did go and get therapy, then maybe they would realize how dysfunctional it is that you should sit there and let a perpetrator around and back into your life and back into anybody else's life. What the hell? Yeah, right, Pooh. There ain't nothing wrong with some therapy. There ain't nothing wrong with therapy. I've been enjoying it. I'm in therapy now. I've enjoyed it. I'll probably be in it for a long time. I'm telling you, she got her work cut out with me, y'all. Although I'm not crazy and I'm not delusional. So these are some really awesome things that I've been told that I was for years that I found out that I wasn't. I was like, oh, cool. So I'm not. Awesome. Been interesting. And I think as people hate it. Let's see. Let's talk about that whole therapy thing. Therapy is really good for you. I think it can really help with whatever it is you're going through in life, right? Or have been through or whatever. And especially if you have people telling you that you're crazy, you're delusional, you're fucked up, you're stupid, you're you name it. They want to just run you down to the dogs, right? Because they want you to feel like you're nothing, that you're worthless. You're not. Go get therapy. I'm still working on it. Okay, guys, I'm new into it pretty much. Like I'm just beginning. I got years of it to get under my belt, I'm sure. But yeah, when they keep telling you you need therapy, you need help. I'm just saying if that's happened to you, but you know what's really triggering for them, and this is how you know that this is like part of the cycle of. Well, I'm just gonna say it. I know it's a word that gets used a lot, but it was told to me there are narcissists everywhere. There's a bunch of them out there. Okay. And you start picking up on it real quick when you start educating yourself on it. But it's the narcissistic abuse system right there. They want you to feel like you're a piece of shit, that they're in control, that you're nothing, you don't deserve electricity, you don't deserve water, you don't deserve any of it. They're going to tell people all kinds of shit. You don't pay bills, you don't give money, you don't do nothing. But even though you can show proof of it, you show proof where the fucking money went to. Okay? It's still, that's not even an issue. Excuse me, how the fuck was that not an issue when you were sitting there shutting off lights right behind me, shutting water off as I was using it, telling me you don't pay a bill, you can't use it. No, 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 no. Mm-mm. It was definitely an issue. You got kids telling me that shit too. Yeah, no, let me tell you, it's the narcissistic abuse circle, okay? They want you to feel like you're worthless piece of shit, right? We all know who the worthless piece of shit is. Just saying. Now, when you do go and you get therapy, that is very triggering for them. Ooh, they do not like it, y'all. Not at all. You know why? Y'all know why. You know exactly why they don't like it. Because they realize they're busted. Oh, shit. She's going to find out what the fuck is wrong with her. But she's going to find out it ain't her. She's going to find out it really is me. That's what is so mad. And then their game is up. It's like totally up. Totally stopped. You're up. You're done. They hate it. Boy, why you hating the fact somebody's getting therapy if you sitting there screaming it at them for years that they need therapy? They need help. They're delusional. One of the things that people do when they're that kind of person, they try to convince you that things didn't happen the way they twist the story. They'll even tell you you're twisting it up. And I'm like, no. I could tell you exactly what you were wearing that day, exactly where you were standing. I can repeat it verbatim. And I never said that. I never said that. Oh my gosh. Well, especially if you have people that were on the phone that overheard it. You absolutely did. You know? But that whole therapy thing, boy, I tell you what, it's triggering for people who don't really want you to get therapy. They lose. They lose the one they thought they had control over. They lose the one they thought they had control over. And they really flip out when they realize you're done. You go with someone like that, steadfast and just, calm, and you lay it on the line. And you tell them this is where you stand. You're not screaming and yelling. You're not, in a heated argument or anything. And you just tell them, I'm done. It's okay. You tell them you're not a safe person for me to be around. I tell you what, you want to trigger the fuck out of somebody, I'm telling you right now, they got triggered like a mofo. Triggered. Triggered beyond, anything you can even imagine. There you go. But that's where that whole therapy situation, people don't always like it if you get therapy. It's a dangerous thing. It's probably why they don't want to do therapy, because they realize it's dangerous. They might find out a few things about themselves if they go. Interesting. Very, very interesting. But therapy is a good thing. And I think that there's a whole lot of people who need to go who aren't going. I don't understand why. I know my girl that was stood up after years of it happening, and I know she got therapy. Think about. Okay, hold up. Let's think about that here. Let's think about that here. Hey, Charlie girl.
Hello.
Hello. The one who actually went and she got some help for it steps up and tells the truth, and she's not believed by those who have not gone to get therapy. I just find that odd. I just find it very odd. Huh. Okay. Oh yeah, Pooh, they get real mad when you tell them. Oh yeah, they get real mad, honey. Real mad. Like, oh, I can tell you it's off the charts kind of mad, okay? Like, holy guacamole, Batman. Holy
Hey,
shit.
everybody.
Damn. Whew. Charlie
Sorry.
girl, what you doing? What you doing? You gotta liven it up, because I'm over here heated right now.
I don't know if I could do that.
Mm.
I don't know. I've been listening.
It's fucked up, isn't it? It's fucked up.
Yep.
I'm so over people like that. I'm so over a victim stands up and tells their story. And there's always assholes out there who are like, oh, it's not true. Or it might be, but, we're just going to let that go. What?
Mm-mm.
Oh, I bet you she wishes she could let it go.
Exactly.
I bet you she wishes she could just put it to the side and forget about it. But no, she has to live with that for the rest of her fucking life. Sorry, I'm gonna stop. Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm starting to get escalated. I apologize.
You don't have to apologize at all.
Well,
Hey, Indica. Hey, Michelle.
Not trying to take it out on your poor ears or anything. It just irritates the fuck out of me.
Hey, Pooh. Sorry, I'm just catching everybody as I see them.
You guys say hello. LTT, KL, everybody in the house.
Mm-hmm.
Dukes is in here. Yeah. I don't know. It just irritates the crap out of me. It really does. Beyond, man. You just want to go, who do you think you are to be so inconsiderate, no compassion, no empathy, no nothing You know what they'd say that person is?
A narcissist?
Yep, they would.
Mm-hmm.
One of them. I'm sure there's other labels too. You know,
Or a narcissist?
a narcissist. I do love the way that was said. Narcissist. Yeah, you know, it's just one of those things that I don't know. I think it's just all all the stories I know of.
Hey, Liza.
Okay, things that happen to my loved ones. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
I will never not believe them. Okay,
Right.
and you just think, could the shit stop? Could these assholes stop doing the crap they're doing?
They could,
Well,
but they're not. They're not going to.
they're not. And it just, in my mind, I would love for it to be a thing of the fucking past. Just let it be done and over with, and don't have any more children hurt. Don't have any more young ladies being assaulted like that, and then not fucking believed, or believed, but you know what? It wasn't that serious. It wasn't that big of a deal. We're still buddy with them.
Mm-mm.
Oh, and we're going to put them around other children. Hello, the fuck? Where's your protection mechanism at?
Mm-hmm.
You know, where do you not have like a gauge where it says, hey, due north? Yeah, you do, but you're fucking going south. That's your
Mm-hmm.
problem. When it comes to this subject matter, you know, I do not, Charlie girl, you know, I don't be playing with this shit.
Nope.
And you got people out there who play with it like it's, you know, yesterday's candy at the newsstand. The fuck? These people, like I said, Jesus loves you, but I ain't got to.
That's
And I'm
right.
sorry your mama didn't love you as a child.
There's metal
That's
clips.
That's got to be what it is. Jesus didn't. Yeah, look, I don't know. I just don't know what it is about people like that. Hey, middle clips, Eliza. I don't know. I don't think my brain will ever wrap around it. But then again, I don't want to be like them, so it's not going to. You know, I just don't get it. And when I really started thinking about it, and I was like, wait a second. In this story, right? You want to be believed? You two over here want to be believed about something that happened to you years ago, but you ain't gonna believe the other one?
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, I got an issue with that. I'm gonna tell you right now, I believe all three of you.
Right.
I don't want to see the motherfuckers who did it to any of you. And I sure the hell ain't gonna bring them back around any of you. That's just me and my story.
You know, and the person that is the perpetrator, how could they even show their face?
Oh, well, that's easy. Because, you know,
I know.
when you lie, I didn't do it. Oh, no. And people are believing you. You
Mm-hmm.
think, oh, yeah, I'm in good, man. They don't believe you. Ha ha. So now, you know, you're just sending that same damn message to someone. You wonder why young ladies, young men they don't stand up and say anything that happens to them when they're children. Why? Well, this is your perfect example as to fucking why someone wouldn't stand up and say what happened to them, because they're not believed. You snub them in the fucking nose and you're like, whatever, you're nothing anyways. You're not worth us to believe. That's the message you're sending.
Right.
Congratulations. You've just reached a level of assholism that has never been reached before, besides by people like you. That's how I feel about that. You doing shit like that? You just reached an all new level that I don't even want. That's not a level I even want to come close to achieving. In my opinion. you know?
It's funny that that person would come back around now. If you think about it.
I know. You know what? I don't look.
I know.
I can't even go there. I cannot. I swear to God. When I tell you there's people who just don't fucking get it, right? I tell you what, there's people who want to be just like their daddy. They do all kinds of fuck shit just like their daddy did. They really are just like their dad. Apple don't fall far from the tree now, does it? So if something happens, you just don't believe your kids? Failure to protect? You just setting it up to be just like him, huh? Just saying in my story, I was, looking. I know it
Ooh.
is upsetting, isn't it? I know. Very disturbing.
She's pissed.
I know. But she over here, she been talking a lot lately. I don't know what's wrong with her. She getting her voice though.
She's taking it all in.
She's like, Mama, you upset.
I'm here for you, Mama. I'm listening.
She said, I agree, Mama. I agree. Whatever it is you're saying. I don't know what you're talking about. I just know the feeling. Yeah, it's just definitely a sick situation, in my opinion. That Charlie girl, you know this to be true. Okay, there have been a lot of situations that I just don't want any parts of because I see how dysfunctional it is and unhealthy it is. This is one of them.
Yeah.
This is definitely one of them.
Definitely.
In my story, I would not want to be around that. Any of it.
Nope.
So, they say, well, why should you believe her?
Why the fuck shouldn't you?
Exactly. Why? Look, okay. I just can't emphasize this enough because this is where it really chaps my hide when somebody isn't believed when they stand up and they tell their story. What do they have to gain? What? What did she have
Absolutely
to
nothing.
gain? Exactly. She had nothing to gain at all. Humiliation of having to come forward. You're humiliating her by not believing her.
Right.
Like you're trying to put the shame on. Oh well, you know what? You're just not telling the truth. We don't believe you. The message you're sending to her is that she is not believed. Even if you did believe her, then it must not have happened the way you said it happened. It was, you're not important enough for us to make a decision and to say, you know what, this was wrong, and we're not having anything to do with that person. And if you decide to press charges, you let us know. That's the message you're sending to that person, is that they are not worthy of your compassion, your empathy, anything. You're not worthy of it. But then again, you'd have to be capable of that in order to offer it, I suppose. Right? I'm just dumbfounded by it all. I really am. Like,
I had to sneeze.
do what?
I had to sneeze. I had to mute.
Oh, bless you, bless you, bless you.
Thank you.
Yeah, Indica, she wanted to bite them people. If only she was a big old pit bull. In her mind, she is.
Yes, she is.
She identifies as a big old mean ass pit bull Rottweiler mix, and she's not.
Unless and until she's facing Maggie May.
Maggie May, she's the pit bull. She really is the pit bull. Maggie May could take care of him. Hey, she could do it.
Yes, she could.
Yeah, you get tired of it when, people don't believe someone that's had something like that happen to them. And, it doesn't matter whether you want to believe it or not. It doesn't matter if you wish it wasn't true. It doesn't matter if you wish that that person hadn't have done it.
I mean, the victim wishes it wasn't true as well.
Exactly. Exactly. So, you know, maybe ask yourself if you have somebody that comes forward with something like that and it's been years, and think about how it was presented, think about, how they told their story, why they told their story, and how they just left it where it was.
Mhm.
Perhaps in this story, because they had therapy and they needed to make sure that it was told, that people knew, and that
Right.
it was okay for them to stand up and tell their truth and to let people know what kind of person he was.
And the fact that they have no clue what the that person has gone through to get to the point to be able to verbalize it.
Exactly. Exactly, Charlie girl.
How dare they?
100%. 100%. It just, the courage that it takes to stand up and to tell, and for it to be met with anything like that is obscene.
Mhm.
Absolutely obscene. In my book, those who are like, oh, well, we don't believe it, we're going to go side with the perpetrator, you are just as nasty as the perpetrator himself.
Yep.
Welcome to those ranks. Welcome to those ranks. Welcome
And
to
if the
them.
truth was known, the person that it happened to probably only told her truth to save others that are not adults,
Yeah,
that are now close to that person.
exactly. Hello. People don't want to connect those
She didn't do
dots,
it
right?
she didn't do it for her benefit, she did it for theirs.
Yeah, she absolutely did. So, like I said, we don't want to connect those dots, do we?
No.
'Cause those are definitely not dots that anybody really wants to connect, huh? But they're definitely ones that need to be connected.
Yeah. 'Cause that shit you can't take back.
No, it's done. I guarantee you she wishes she could. I wish I could take it back for her. I can't. I can't undo it. I can't make that person not be an asshole and be a perpetrator. I can't.
Predator.
Predator. Predator all the way. I just, wow. You just get blown away, Blown away every time. But, you know, when you start really looking at things and you see other things that have happened, like for instance, perhaps this person, one of these people, may have still sided with an ex-boyfriend of someone who laid his hands on her.
Mhm.
And they're still buddy hanging out with them. These kind of things, when you start connecting all these dots, you're like, you're a total a-hole. You are a total asshole. I don't give a fuck who you think you are. You know that man laid his hands on her. And you still buddy with him, go hang out, do this and do that. The fuck is wrong with you? What, I Charlie girl, I just, when I tell you, I can't believe how disappointing, there's such huge disappointment. Huge disappointment.
Well, something that jumps in my mind is a question, is this really the first time they're hearing about it?
Hearing about what?
What happened?
They knew this years ago.
Okay.
She came forward a few years ago in this story.
Okay.
Okay. So it's been known.
Gotcha.
But over time, it's okay. It was always okay for some of them. Some of them never did, they never saw anything wrong with it.
Gotcha.
Because the one individual is the same one. Funny, because the predator is also one that hangs out with the ex-boyfriend that was abusive.
Mm.
What does that tell you about that group? What does it tell you about them?
Oh no.
See, people start talking, you find out a whole lot of shit.
Yep.
Because that whole thing about laying hands on someone I didn't know about until recently, but other people did. I was the last one to find out. As always. Don't tell her. She'll get real mad. Yeah.
You think?
Yeah. So and that's the thing. Them a great little trio over there, ain't they?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. You ought to be real proud of yourselves. You just don't have a moral compass to shake at, nothing. Like I said, you need to be pointing due north and you ain't doing nothing but going south.
Yep.
And that compass is beeping and bopping and everything else trying to tell you, danger, Will Robinson, danger, danger. And you continue to ride on, go towards it. You now are becoming part of that danger. Congratulations. Never did I think that that's the type of person that they would be. Never did I think that. But when you start piecing it all together, there's just no other way to look at it. I'm sorry. It's sad. It's so sad. That's who you are. That's the direction in which you go. Because I'm going to tell you right now, I'm going to stand next to the ladies. I'm going to stand next to any individual who comes forward and says that something happened to them, or somebody's laid hands on them, somebody has done this, that, and the other. And I tell you right now, there's other people, the predators, the perpetrators, all them, abusers and shit. You drop them like a hot potato and you don't say anything else to them. Because they are not worth your time. They're not worthy. In my opinion, that is somebody who isn't worthy. Absolutely. You are not worth my time. You are not worth a second thought to me. You are not worth me speaking to. Shame on it. You're going to sit here and support abuse. I tell you, oh my God, Charlie girl, what the heck? Oh, I got to stop talking about it because it just really chaps my hide beyond anything. It really does. Like I said, therapy may be needed for some.
Right.
If you'd have the balls to actually go get therapy and actually listen to what they're saying and be truthful and honest, tell what you've done, tell what the other people have done, be truthful about it. And that's the thing though. They'll go in there and bulldoze a therapist and not tell them the truth at all. You don't want to tell the other side, right? You don't want to tell the side of, well, why is somebody upset because you're doing this or that or hanging out with this person or anything? Go tell them. Go tell them, because I'm a real good friend of somebody who beat my sister. Put his hands on her. Go tell him. Tell me where the loyalty should have lied. Where should the loyalty lie in that situation? I tell you right now, ain't gonna lie with no motherfucker out there doing that shit.
No.
Ooh, Heidi called the cops on you? What? Oh, yeah. Oh, poo. Oh, hold on a second. That was, look. Okay, here we go. Let's get light for a moment, guys. That Pooh, when we heard that, I'm telling you right now, we just about fell off our chairs. You what? How did that call go? You called on Pooh. You don't even know who Pooh is. Did you tell him it was TFA? Hey, Pooh, aka TFA. I mean, what? Like, think about it, okay? You don't even know who Pooh is. I'm like, well, I know for sure it's a TFA. Well, it might be. I'm like, well, who the hell's TFA? Some guy.
What's his real name? I don't know.
Yeah.
Where does he
Yeah,
live?
the bench.
On the park bench.
Yes, the park. And I said that to look, I told Jenna, I said, Jenna, that's not even. I said, oh my God, it's a park bench in the middle of what was it, San Diego or someplace? I don't know. San Francisco, San Diego, somewhere in California. I said, it's a fucking park bench that was surrounded by like buildings, not homes, but buildings, offices and shit, stores, whatever, you know? And I was like, well, that probably is where Pooh is. At least some bird poo or something. There's probably pigeon poop on the bench, I'm sure. Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah, across from YouTube headquarters. Look, I tell you what.
Lily Bit says, I don't even believe that shit.
Yeah, see, she said, that's a bullshit. She said, congratulations. Well, you know who gave that information over, right?
Yep.
Old dependable trusty Rusty there. I was like, Jenna, you're not really gonna like go live and say you know where Pooh is, right? Because that's a park bench.
I got the coordinates.
Yeah, I was like, oh God, don't do it, don't do it. Like, oh shit. Yeah, I still say Pooh is old cornholio over there. Corn dog. Just kidding, just kidding. We know it's not corn dog. Well, actually, no, we don't. That's the luxury of not knowing who Pooh is Pooh can be anybody you want it to be. No offense,
Okay.
Pooh, 'cause we know you are you, whoever you are. It's all right. But in your mind, you can just sit there and you can tell, yep.
Primary mom, she's asking about the threat, the infamous threat. The way that I heard it, Harper threatened to KILL not once, not twice, possibly 3 times on that live Purple Phoenix.
Oh, really? Oh.
And
Yeah, I didn't hear that.
then she made the statement, well, you better be careful how you're talking. I'm paraphrasing, because doesn't your daughter live in the same state I live in? So she didn't actually come out and threaten her, the daughter per se, but she did say those words, I will kill, KILLU, Purple Phoenix.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
So, Purple was live a little bit ago, and I heard her say that she hadn't gotten a phone call or email or anything from the detective. She's waiting for her call from the detective.
well, I don't know how worried Purple Phoenix was because she told her don't do it. And she still continued to do it, right?
Uh-huh.
So you weren't worried about it then, because, I mean, if you were really worried about it and you were scared enough to call a detective, you would have clammed up, shut down that live right then and there.
Exactly. You would have called right then and not waited 2 days later. I know it was at least 1 day later.
I don't know. Look, I'm just saying, you just kept right on going, running your mouth.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah, you threatened to kill me. You know, like, you would have shut your daggone pie hole and you would have got off the live and done something. But you know it's YouTube, and you know it's Harper. Harper over there sounding like Frank lately. I'm saying.
And Frank has been totally Switzerland in the chat.
Yeah, it's all part of their thing they do, I guess. I don't know.
And then, like, somebody will say something to Fred. Who the hell is Fred? Why,
Ziggy's husband.
Yeah. We'll say something to Frank about Harper, and he's like, I'm just here trying to have a good time. Like, okay. The aliens must have visited you.
Right? Oh my god. Oh, it's all crazy. It's crazy. I'm sorry. Mm-mm. Damn it, you. Oh my goodness. I don't know. I don't think she should have been sitting there saying shit either. Like, I don't know. They both just went too far. They both went too far. Just saying. But
Yep, I agree.
now she's got the drama of calling the detective and waiting for a call. Well, dang. By the time the detective calls back, she's already going to be buried 10 feet under the ground. They'll be like, Harper got her.
Uh-huh.
Already had the funeral, sir. Be like, oh, should have been quicker.
Wonder if she left the infamous Matchbox car.
Yeah, that'll have to be the calling card from now on. Them
Mm-hmm.
not Hot Wheels, but Matchbox. I think I made a joke about it too. Like I was like, "Oh, are you sure it was a Matchbox, not a Hot Wheels?" I looked at the bottom. I said, "Oh." It's like, okay. So I mean, I'm just picturing it, some adult men just driving around. They're like, "Hey, did you grab the calling card to leave behind?" Yeah, I got it. And they just driving around with a bunch of Hot Wheels matchboxes, sitting in their glove box, and they pull one out. Let's do a matchbox here. You know, I
Uh-huh.
just like, oh, okay, yeah, that seems legit. So obviously they wanted her to know that they were there if they left that matchbox on the post. You know,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. Makes you even wonder if it was even legit. Did you ever see a picture of the said matchbox car?
Nope.
I didn't either. I'm thinking it wasn't real. Well, she could have just gone to the store and grabbed one, but rough it up a little bit, make it look like it had been outside or something. I mean, at least you could have done is taken a picture and showed everybody.
Right. Proof or it didn't happen.
That's right. You got pictures of everything else. She was probably just so disturbed and so distraught she didn't even think about taking a picture. I guess. I don't know. Yeah, exactly, Pooh. She wasn't afraid then when she kept running her mouth. Kept going at Harper's daughter, saying all kinds of stuff. Oh my goodness. Who even knows that that's true?
I
Lord
know.
have mercy.
And then it was rumored that it was Frank's brother that had left the calling car.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Little Batman and Robin over there. Quite the
Mm-hmm.
duo. Now, Frank's brother is not even into the YouTube drama, but they're dragging him in somehow.
Well, that was a long time ago. So I
I
don't
know,
think he's
but
been mentioned in a long time. He did come on to the scene briefly.
yeah, a little bit, but I don't think it was really by choice per se. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe they are riding around like Batman and Robin with a bunch of cars in the glove box.
Oh, I think he started coming in purples just to hang, but
I don't remember. I'm not gonna say because I don't remember.
yeah.
So that's not me pleading the fifth. I really don't. There's a lot of people that just go somewhere to hang. Was it really him? Was it not? Who knows? The whole story about Harper's daughter, was it true? Who knows? Who told you that, Perp? Harper herself? Well, she also told you she was pregnant with a baby too that she named after her pet, her late dog. So I don't know. I'm just saying what's believable. I'm not saying that Harper's daughter didn't do something like that. I don't know.
And
Well, once you
apparently,
lie, nobody believes you anyways. You know?
hmm apparently Frank never saw, touched, held anything of said infant.
Yeah, because there wasn't an infant to be done.
Mhm.
Whatever. I'm not. Look. I'm not. I'm not going. I'm just saying. Kind of hard to hold a baby if there isn't one. you know. I, I don't know. I mean, I just don't understand how you could sit there. Oh, we had a baby. We have a baby. Blah blah blah. That was the story. The baby was there. Remember?
Mhm.
And then she actually said she lost the baby. Well, bitch, you better go find that baby because you done left it somewhere. You had the baby. You had to be changing diapers and shit. You just left it somewhere and lost it. Somebody call CPS on that lady. She done lost her kid. But then, she said that, oh, she lost the baby and da 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 da. Her husband didn't even know that they named the baby Cash. What the heck? I'm sorry, but there was kind of holes in that story.
You think?
Yeah, just a little. I mean, basically that story looks like a strainer.
Yep.
Try to put water in a strainer, what happens? It's empty.
My husband could never remember what that was called because I call it a colander, and he would always say, "Where's that thing that's got the holes in it?"
Same
I'd say,
place it always is.
"It's a colander." He would
Mm,
never remember that next time. Where's that thing's got the holes in it?
mm. Well, a colander, it is kind of a weird name for it,
Yeah,
honestly.
it is. Mhm.
Strainer, we always
Strainer
call them
is more
colander or
straightforward.
strainer.
Yeah.
Yeah. So strainer, it makes sense. Colander, I mean, that's legit. Got it, But I don't get it. Like, what the heck? Charlie girl, I need to come up with some stories too. I need to come up with something. I'm not gonna have no baby at 52. I ain't got nothing left. I had it all taken out when I was 32. I got nothing. I got nothing left in there. Not a zero zilcho.
I
So
always
that
say,
won't
I
happen.
just have the box it came in.
I barely got that left. They tried to take all that too. The box, what the heck? At least leave the box behind. But no, I mean, I can't do that. But well, maybe I could just say, you know what? All my female anatomy regrew. It's young and spry, doesn't have any issues, and I'm having a baby. Yeah. No, thank you. At my age, I don't want to have a baby. Look, I love everybody else's babies. I don't need to have my own. Nope. No way, shape, or form. Say, look, strainer, colander, everybody calls it something different. Yeah, the playpen.
No, mine is not a playpen. No, ma'am.
Mm-mm.
It's a box. It's a
Mm-hmm.
dark, dank box with 15 padlocks on it. Ain't no playpen.
She said, it is not even a chastity belt.
Nope.
That got nothing on what I got going on. Yeah.
She said, "Okay, then." I was getting ready to say, "What you got to say to that?"
She said, okay then. No playpen. Check that off the list. Yeah, I have. See, we don't want the playpen, Indica. We don't need no playpen.
uh-uh.
Mm-mm.
There's a
No,
time
thank
and a
you.
place for everything. And that the
Mm-hmm.
time and the place for that is long gone.
Oh, like Heidi's beat up box of crabs. I know.
Ah, oh
And
my
crabs
gosh.
with an ultra large labia, you got a lot of hides for the crabs, A lot of territory down there.
I don't know why the other day I could not get out of my head Molly Golightly sitting on her panel imitating Heidi. All those people coming at me.
my cheese and my pizza.
Pizza.
My curd cheese. No, it's just,
The cheese curds. Oh,
yeah, cheese curds. My cheese curds. Oh no. Well, somebody needs to let Molly know. Well, Molly, you was hanging out with the prodigy over there. The prodigy, the ultra large labia.
right. I wonder if she ever shared that with her.
I don't know. Somebody go drop Molly a line and let her know.
The ULL.
Oh yeah, Prima Remove. You didn't see Molly doing that? Oh, it was freaking
It
hilarious.
was back in the day.
Yeah, but somebody a year or so ago, maybe. I
Yeah.
guess it's been a while. Replayed it.
Resurfaced.
Yeah, I'm like, look at that. It was golden. I was like, oh shit. Who was it who replayed it? Do you remember? I don't
Mm-mm.
remember who replayed it.
I don't know.
Disabilities. Yeah, she got all the abilities. She got all the ease. Hashimoto's. Do you know how many people have Hashimoto's?
Me, you,
Fancy. There's a lot of people who have Hashimoto's.
yeah.
It's a legit thing. And you know what? I never thought, let me go get on disability for my Hashimoto's.
Mm-mm. No,
I mean,
I've never been treated for it. I was just diagnosed with it, but I guess my levels are not so off that I require treatment. I
mhm.
don't even know that I have it other than they told me I did.
Well, I know we got it, but it's not like it's. I don't know. Fibromyalgia.
Have that too. And I do know I have that. On it.
Honey. I know my mom had that. I don't know. I just got the algae part.
Uh-oh. There's the
drop
knife.
drop the fibro. Oh yeah, the canvas slasher. I was walking through Hobby Lobby a few days back and I saw a little 3-pack of canvases and they weren't that cheap. I got to tell you, they must have been high quality
Uh-huh.
because they weren't like the stuff you get at the Dollar Tree. And they had a little bit heftier price on it. It was like $17.98 or something,
For
I
3?
said, dang.
Oh my
Yeah, that
God.
was expensive for a 3-pack. I just about hit the floor.
Dang.
I said, "Oh my goodness, you spend that? How much did she spend on one of them canvases that she just tore up like that blank canvas? She
Mm-hmm.
just slashed away. You cut yourself in the process too. That's what you get. Karma
I
got
will
you right
say
then and there.
though that she played that off really good because we didn't know that she cut herself until she
No,
told it.
well, if it
I
really
would have been
happened, I
screaming
mean,
if I cut myself.
why would she even admit that? But either way, that canvas karma train came and gets you right there immediately. You physically assaulted that canvas, and you go ahead right then and there. They said, "Psst," and got you.
Got him.
100,
100.
100. I'm telling you. I said, oh my goodness, you and that canvas. I'm telling you, I cannot walk past a canvas now, y'all. You know what? I got PTSD from it. I swear, because I can't even walk past a canvas now without just shaking my head and laughing. And people, meanwhile, in the store looking at me like I'm crazy. Don't worry, I'm crazy and delusional. I've been told that for years. I'm stupid as well too. But I mean, I'm saying, I look at these canvases and I'm like, at least you're intact.
Right?
Careful where you go.
Mm-hmm.
Careful who buys you, because your fate may not be so good.
Yeah,
Depending
they
on
really
where
need
you
to
go.
start screening people that are going to buy canvases.
I know. Oh, it'd be like spray paint. You're gonna have to
Mm-hmm.
show your ID. You're gonna have to next thing you know, it'll be just like if you put some lithium batteries and Toy Boys in your cart, and they're gonna be stopping you thinking you're trying to produce some kind of drugs.
Right?
You're not gonna be able to buy the Sudafed. They're gonna have to lock it
I
up.
was going to
Canvases
say,
are gonna have to be locked up, and you're gonna have to show your ID, and you're gonna have to show that you haven't ever slashed a canvas before. Like
yep.
you have a record now. You cannot buy this canvas. You mutilated one. I mean, shit's getting real, Charlie girl. It's getting real. I
I
mean,
know.
oh Lord, it's gonna be bad. It'd be like the pregnancy test at the drugstores that are locked up behind a thing with a key in, and you're
Mhm.
gonna have to wait 2 hours to get somebody to come back there, like at Walmart when you're trying to get a $2 pair of headphones for your kid,
But you know
whatever
what?
they are.
You can buy a pregnancy test at the Dollar Tree for $1.25.
They probably got them locked up now too.
They got them right there beside the marijuana testing kit. They do. Sure do.
Marijuana, pregnancy. You do this, you're gonna get that. They gotta have the alcohol test somewhere too,
Mhm.
You've been drinking? No. I don't know. Maybe we need to just take up drinking, Charlie girl. Maybe things would make more sense if we did.
Mm-mm. No.
On these YouTube streets. You gotta admit, you had a mango margarita sitting there in your hand, it might make it go a little bit smoother.
One, maybe, yeah. But if you're gonna take up drinking, you're gonna drink more than one.
Well,
I
I
do that.
can't do that.
I do that anyway. I have one
Yeah.
and done.
That's me. I can only do one. I'm telling you. I had a mango margarita one night, and that was it for me. I said,
Mhm.
"Oh Lord!" I said, "I barely could walk to Walmart."
Yeah, honey, those well, shit, margaritas from the Mexican restaurant. No matter which
Uh-huh.
one you go to, they are the real shit.
They're
They're
good.
gonna make sure you're gonna leave there feeling good.
Yeah.
So
I'm
if I go
like,
to any other restaurant, I'm not ordering a drink because they don't put nothing in it. But if you get it from the Mexican restaurant, you know you're gonna have a good time.
right? I mean, and I can't drink like that all the time anyways. I'm just not.
Who said dollar store pregnancy tests are no joke? Or what'd she say? 100% accurate.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah,
Look,
indica. No, ma'am. No drinking for you.
shit. Maybe she does need a drink. Maybe she would have walked down them instead of rolled.
She might have floated down.
She might have gone down a lot easier.
Uh-huh.
Uh-oh, primary,
Mm-mm.
why is your stomach hurt? Oh no. Just thinking about the alcohol? I know. I just can't be a drinker. I joke about it. I'm just not. I'm lucky in that aspect, because I definitely have family members that are not so good with it, I know other people not so good with it. I don't know. I got no desire to be drinking till I'm sick and not able to do nothing.
Hell no.
Having convulsions, falling off the chair and shit. Yeah, that's a real winner right there. Winner, winner, chicken dinner. Yeah, let's bring that around people too. Shit. Don't tell me you don't know what an alcoholic looks like. Please don't tell me you don't know what an alcoholic looks like. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, sober life. Yeah, way to go. Sometimes I wonder. I've never not had a sober life, but I wonder, would it look better in those, beer
What?
goggles? I don't know. Huh?
What? You never had a sober life?
Never had a sober life. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. Well,
Oh,
according to some
God.
people, although I
Oh,
have a
my
hair
gosh.
follicle test that proves otherwise.
Joe motherfucking did.
Sure did, motherfuckers. Gotcha. 100.
Now what?
I know. Can you believe that? Some dumbass really thought they could convince me. Yo, this is no lie. This is no lie, okay?
Mm-mm.
I had an ass dumb motherfucker try to convince me that I'm an addict. No shit. I got the text messages to prove it.
Yep.
Try to convince me I'm an addict.
And honey, she
Uh,
was there to get that test before the doors opened.
no shit. I had to wait. I was like, hello,
Mhm.
I'm here. Test me. I ain't scared. The fuck? She said, "You're clean as a whistle." She called me with the result. I said, "Really?" I said, "Oh,
Well, yeah,
what a
weren't
surprise."
they were gonna send it off, but then she called and she said, "We don't need to send it off.
You clean
You
as a
ain't got
whistle.
shit in your body."
Mhm. Because they have the lab, and then they run it, and then if they have to run it further, then they send it off again to
Mhm.
have further. I had nothing. I was like, "Well, hails bells. How about that?"
Ooh,
Huh.
indica, 30 days, no cigarettes.
Ooh, awesome, Indica.
Good for you.
And good for you, because I'm smoking them for you, girl.
Well, I'm not
That,
smoking for you, so we there
that,
together.
that's it. Y'all have that sober life over there.
She got
Right?
30 days. I got 24 years.
I got about 5 minutes or so.
Hmm.
They would find coffee. That's right. They found coffee and smokes, but that didn't even show up. I said I need to bump up my caffeine intake then if it didn't show up. I
Right?
knew I wasn't drinking enough. I knew it. I knew the umpteen cups a day I have just wasn't enough. I've been feeling a little sluggish lately.
Right.
I said, "Oh my goodness."
Well,
So
you know what
seriously,
mine would be.
Diet Coke, baby.
Yep, that's it.
All the way. All the
Yep.
way. Diet Coke. Could you imagine? We have a serious situation here.
She's a Coke addict.
She's
The
got
diet
Coke in her
version,
system.
the diet variety.
She's got Diet Coke that showed up in her hair follicles, and this one over here has coffee. We must do something. They must be stopped. Get them in rehab.
I know you do indica, but every day, that's one more day.
Yeah, that's right. One more day you don't have one. That's
Don't
good.
break your streak.
I'll break it for you, girl. Don't worry about it. You leave those horrible sticks to me. I got it. I'd take one for the team, okay? I'm taking one for the team, y'all.
I promise you,
Jenna,
there's some days that
Iris.
you don't even think about it.
Hmm. Yeah, we all take one for you. It's
Hush
okay.
poo.
It is a real thing. It really is. It is. Somebody
It's
got
not
to go
a
out
real
there with their
thing.
arm in a sling and everything, not even able to move that arm. And they still got to go get their Diet Coke.
You damn right. Uh-huh.
I put off taking my pain pills. I can give me Diet Coke.
That's right. Mm-hmm.
I said, "Boy, I wish I was there. I'd go get it for you." But see, that's me being an enabler. Not, you know what? That's not a good look either.
Right.
I'm enabling you, but
Look, it
you,
takes me 3.5 seconds to get to the store and 3.5 to get back. So,
mhm. All right. I go get you your Diet Coke and my creamer. We're good.
yep. Southern butter pecan.
That's right. Southern butter pecan. Put some coffee on. Let's go. See, it's a good thing I wasn't there when Indica fell down them stairs because I would have at least looked over at the coffee pot to make sure she made a coffee pot before she had to get up and go.
Well, you know she would have. It would have been
I know
done.
she would have. She would have. She would have had it ready. She was like, "I got your coffee though. It's okay. I love you. Thank you."
And then she passed again.
Yeah. She's like, "Oh." Yeah, she would have made sure you knew that your Diet Coke was in the fridge.
Oh yeah, definitely.
I know you did Gatorade now. Should be doing her Gatorade.
I just can't drink Gatorade. To me, it's salty,
Well,
and I
yeah,
love salt, but I don't. I just can't do it.
you got to have that sweetness in there.
Uh huh.
Yeah. I don't know. Gatorade's supposed to be somewhat good for you. It's got to be better than Diet Coke.
Well, Indica, are you checking your blood sugar or blood pressure? Because it's got a lot of salt in it,
Mhm,
ma'am.
mhm. Yeah,
Oh,
she
drink water
douses it down
too.
with all that water.
Okay.
Oh, then we just call her waiters. You know how
Waiter?
they have, yeah, like Wepsi waiters.
Oh, okay. Waiterade?
Waiterade. Gotta water down the Gatorade. Which, if you're still drinking a whole thing of Gatorade, even though you're drinking the water, it's still the same, But okay.
Well, she's probably not drinking the same amount of Gatorade if she's drinking water with, drinking water also.
I was just making the point that you're still.
Oh, poo. Tell me more. Nothing.
Well, they got a whole line. I told you.
Than Diet Coke.
They got a whole line of Diet Coke stuff at the Hobby Lobby. I've been all over the Hobby Lobby looking at stuff. So a little bit. They got Diet Coke bag, Diet Coke hat, shirt, you name it. Diet Coke keychain. I was like, what the heck? Diet Coke is the thing. I'm telling you, Diet Coke is the thing. Well, it's right there next to the strawberry shortcake line, so there's that.
Right.
Strawberry shortcake, Diet Coke.
The nostalgic things.
Lilo and Stitch.
But
I was like, oh, they got a whole line. And it wasn't cheap either, though. Apparently, you paying for the name.
Oh, yeah. Anything licensed in Hobby Lobby, you're going to pay full price and then some.
Oh, yeah. They're expensive. And the one Hobby Lobby that I've been going to, their clearance section is laughable. You hear me?
Oh, yeah. Most of them.
Some of them you can go to, you actually get really good deals, like you can do really good. And no, this one, I just browsed through there to see. Their shit is broke the heck up. You hear me? Broke up. And they still trying to sell that shit for top dollar. What the actual hell are y'all doing? This is just, I can't believe it.
My God.
I'm telling you, oh my God. Look at those prices. I'm telling you. I wish you could have heard her saying it, because it was just every time she said it, you had to stop and listen.
Did she have her hair up in a beehive?
No. She wasn't that old.
Okay.
She definitely had a lot of body to her hair, though. She did. A lot of fluff. But, she just throw that hair. Oh my God. You always waited for her to finish the God. I said,
oh, Lord.
Oh, no. What's up? Yeah, always cracked me up. I wish I had a recording of that, actually. That would have been really...
Indica,
I bet you there is. I bet there's a recording somewhere. I bet somebody from the family reunions, the Christmas gatherings, and birthday gatherings, I bet you there is one somewhere where we have it recorded. You just have to find it.
Yeah.
I need to ask my cousin. You got a recording of her saying that? Because I'd love to hear it. I'd love to have a copy of her saying that. Diet Dr. Pepper. Diet Dr. Pepper is good.
Well, Indica, what does Indica Dreams drink now?
Probably the same thing. Unsweetened tea for you.
Yeah, Pooh, when I was younger, my aunt would only get Diet Dr. Pepper, and that was the only diet soda that I could drink because it tasted the same.
Yeah, I can tell the difference, though.
I can tell the difference now. Oh, you mean in Dr. Pepper?
Yeah. Between Dr. Pepper and Diet Dr. I like Diet Dr. Pepper, don't get me wrong. I do. But I definitely can tell the difference.
Yeah.
But, here in Texas, y'all know Dr. Pepper is the number one here.
Right.
All regional. Everything is regional. Like some places, Mountain Dew. Now, Mountain Dew is huge.
Here it's Pepsi.
You got Pepsi.
Y'all can take that Pepsi and stick it where the sun don't shine.
You want your Diet Coke. I know. But here, the number one seller is
high and low many times for a Diet Coke. Don't give me no damn Diet Pepsi.
Right. Oh, there's a huge difference between Diet Coke and Diet Pepsi.
Okay, she drinks Diet Dew.
Diet Dew. Diet Dew. There's a big difference between Diet Dew and regular Dew, that's for sure.
I'll be right back. I got to go blow my nose. I know you're tired of hearing me sniffle.
Uh-uh. Blow the nose, blow the zonker, honker. Blow the zonker, honker. I don't know. I can tell the difference between them, but I do like Diet Dr. Pepper, and it's huge here because the home of Dr. Pepper is right there in Waco. Y'all know Waco. Everybody knows about it. I've actually been to the original, well, not been to it. I parked in front of it. I was down there for work one time, and we had to park over in front of the original Dr. Pepper facility where the birth of Dr. Pepper. Interesting. I should have gone in there, but you gave up. Yeah. See, I can't drink sodas anymore. Like, I had a Sprite last night, and I drank. It was in a glass, and I drank not even half of it. Okay, but the dark colored sodas really. Ooh, I can't do them. They hurt. Oh gosh, I just can't do them anymore. So coffee and ice water it is for me. Coffee, water. I do put the flavor packets in my water though. The PK packets are my favorite right now. Jolly Rancher, different flavors are so good. The blood orange one, oh, it's so good. It's energy. You got the energy, and then you got the hydrate ones, whatever. I do that. Dump one of the packets in there. Nice little drink. But I always have that with my coffee, of course. So my flavored water is on the side of my coffee. People are like, you drink enough water? Well, heck yeah. How else do you make coffee? I mean, what do you use to make your coffee? You drink water. That's not the same. It is absolutely the same. I'm sorry. I don't care what anybody says. I put coffee in my, in my coffee pot. I put water in there. That's how I make my coffee. So, in my book, I'm getting plenty of water intake. You got strawberry. See, there's a strawberry one too, and then I got them. I have them for work, so I have them all in I have a little place I keep them in. Some of my coworkers, they know where they're at. Like, can you get one of them packets? Yeah, they're right there. I always keep a supply of them. I usually only do one of those a night because they'll hurt my kidneys really bad. They do, y'all. I can't even do. See, the only thing that's any good for me is okay. Use the coffee and the water. I think it's the dyes that are in them that probably get me. Charlie's chips. Huh. Yeah, exactly. Indica coffee is flavored water. That's all that is. And then I add more flavor into it with the creamer. So I got well, I think it's non-dairy, but my fake dairy and, my water intake for the day, I got it down. We're doing good. I don't know. Of course they say you drink cold water, something cold. It actually helps with your anxiety. Did you know that? Yeah, supposedly. It's that swallowing with the cold is supposed to help you out. Yeah, get your vitamin D. That's right. Get my vitamin D. And I don't know. I probably need to see if there's even any vitamins up in this creamer. There might be. There might not. Let me see. We'll skip over that. There's no cholesterol in it. Low carbohydrates, low sugar. See, it ain't that bad for you, y'all. 5 grams of sugar in that whole daggone. Well, in a tablespoon. A tablespoon, y'all. 5 grams of sugar in a tablespoon. That's not too bad. I mean, I don't put that much in there.
I'm calling bullshit on that one.
What?
You don't put but a tablespoon in your coffee.
I said, that's not what I said. Rewind. I said I don't put that much in there.
You don't.
I didn't mean like less than a tablespoon. I just meant I don't put that much in there.
Yeah. Okay.
And I would say if that's your only sugar intake, it's all right. But you know what? I had me some lemon supreme pie today. I sure
Shut
did.
the fuck up.
Yeah, not lemon supreme. No, hold on, I lied. Lemon meringue. I kept calling it lemon supreme too because that's usually the only kind I
Oh,
have.
Lord, you about made me have a
But
fit.
I didn't make it. But that lemon meringue was really good. Let me tell you, it was good. I may have ate 2 pieces over time.
What the
I
hell did I
did. I'm not
hit?
gonna lie. I did. I did.
I hit
I couldn't
something that
help it.
says uploading local recordings. Please ask all guests to stay in the studio until their recordings are done uploading. What the hell did I hit?
I don't know. Oh God, Charlie girl, what you recording on us?
I don't know.
Oh my goodness.
All right, I'm back. I'm back to the.
Uh-oh. Yeah, you better take that iron. Oh, you need the recipe for the lemon supreme pie? Got you, Julia Whippo. Let me tell you what. Oh, that's the thing. Look, Iris and Charlie girl, we're standing. We're getting ready to walk out the door to go to the airport. I gotta go drop them off so they can catch their flights. And I get to the door and I look over. They're all the way in the kitchen still. The refrigerator open. They each have a spoon and they're dipping into it. I said, just bring it in the car. Come on.
I'm not gonna get any.
I said, just bring it to the car. You'll be all
Oh my
right. You can eat it on the
God,
way.
it was amazing.
I love it. I need to make one. It's so good. That's worth saving all your sugar for, you know. It's worth it.
It's kind of a lengthy thing, but it's worth it.
It is.
Promise you, it's worth it.
Yeah, it's not, you know, and it really isn't that bad to make it. It's definitely not as easy as a box cake. I mean, there's more steps to it, but
A what?
box cake,
Oh yeah.
you know, box cake is quick and easy, you know. But it's kind of no worse than making cookies. Really,
I think the hardest part, it's really not hard. It's just time consuming. Is making the custard part of it. Is that what you call it?
Well, I don't call it the lemon part.
Yeah.
Because you do have to cook that, but it's still not that long. And to me, it's better than making cookies because cookies you got to sit there and keep plating it up, and put it in the oven, pull them out, you know. So it's quicker time wise to do the lemon meringue pie, the lemon supreme pie. Only you had to put it in the refrigerator and let it sit because that's when it's really good, you know.
Oh my
so you
God.
gotta.
Oh my God.
Oh, it's so good. It's so good. It just is. It's like lemon cheesecakey kind of. Oh, so good.
Amazing.
I enjoy it. I enjoy it. It's always been one of my faves.
I'll go get the recipe right now because I found it online.
Yeah, it's the Village Inn. You got to do the Village Inn lemon supreme pie, and that's why I ended up having it years ago at a when we had our NARNON and NA meetings. That was the thing. You know, if I got a dessert, that was the one I was getting. You know, because we go after the meetings late at night and sit there and drink coffee and then when we moved, we don't have a Village Inn out here. So whenever we would go back to visit, I would always go get me a pie. I get a whole pie, put it in the fridge, and I'll be snacking on it, you know? And because we don't have them here, that left me desperate. So I said, let me Google it. Somebody's got to have the recipe. Sure enough, I found it. I said, let me try it. So I tried it. It's pretty good. Really is good. It's one of those, gotta make it. It's good to go. It's like yum, yum, yum. Lemon supreme all the way, baby. That was back in the day when you could still smoke in the restaurants, you know. And of course, we're talking NA and NARNON meeting. Everybody's smoking. We didn't have very many who weren't smokers. And, you know, it'd be just a cloud of smoke up in that place.
We're going to smoke this up and eat some.
And almost
Lemon
every
with
single one of us
cream
was
pie.
coffee drinkers.
Mhm.
We had one who drank tea and the other who drank Coke. Everybody else was drinking coffee.
All right. I don't know if that link works, but there it is.
See if that'll go to you. Delia Whoopo. It's worth making.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you can cheat and just get the store-bought pie crust too. Just saying.
Yeah. Yeah. The graham cracker.
Yeah. You could. Well, the original recipe, you're supposed to use regular pie crust.
Oh, well, what did you make?
Pie crust.
You did?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well,
Yeah.
that's what I'll do.
But I actually like to do it even without the crust. So there's that.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
All you need is a spoon.
Mm-hmm. That's good. Crust is nothing but holds it together. You know. That's it.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
But you can actually just put it in the pan without the crust and just spoon it out like a pudding or something.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I mean, scrumptiously delicious. Now I'm gonna have to go make one.
Okay. Yes, that link worked.
Oh, good, good, good. You know, I'm gonna have to do I made a dump cake not too long ago. It was really good too.
Yeah, it
It
was.
was good.
Was it cherry?
Yeah, yeah. Did the cherry dump cake? It was delicious, delicious, delicious. Ate up, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I ain't gonna lie. We did have to throw some of it away. But there's just not enough of us to eat it all, you know? Not
Right.
enough not
Mm-hmm.
enough who like it. They're gonna eat it all. So it's all right. But we had a really good dinner tonight.
Did you? Where'd
Mm, a one
you go?
a one meal a day, it might as well be good, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Uh it was my daughter said, "This is the orangest meal I've ever had." She didn't realize it till she plated it. She's like, "This is the orangest meal I've ever had. What in the
You should
world?"
have
She's
said,
like,
"Wait till Thanksgiving. It's all going to be yellow."
I know. I was like, "What are we getting ziggified around here or what?" You know, uh, I was like, "That's okay." It was delicious though, because she made sweet potato casserole, which I know you don't like, but uh, mac and cheese, shell mac and cheese, and the healthy kind, and carrots
Mm-hmm.
and ham,
Oh.
and then Hawaiian roll. I didn't have a roll, but it was so good. It was good though. I said, "Well, you know, they say that the orange foods are really good for our vision, so we should
For your
by,
carotene.
by by the end of this meal, that carotene should help our vision. Our
Uh-huh.
prescription will go down a little bit, you know." She was like, "Maybe, let's hope so." It's like, "Give me some more carrots then," you know.
That sounds good. We didn't do Easter dinner this year.
Oh, really?
Yeah, old Crip couldn't cook.
Oh, yeah. Well, we did it just because they had that deal at HEB.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh. Yep. That deal was you buy the ham, and then you get you got a thing of sweet potatoes, you got a thing of a drink, we even got a container, and what else? Oh, the mac and cheese and something else. But you got all of it for free if you
What?
get you buy the ham. That container alone was worth
Wow.
at least $5. Yeah,
That's awesome.
yeah, because it's a nice container that snaps on all four sides and everything. It was pretty cool. I was like, the container alone was worth it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
The problem is I live with two other people that love containers
Mm-hmm.
just as much as I do. So we're like, a
Mm-hmm.
good container is, oh man.
Oh yeah.
So I was like, uh-oh. Might be in a little bit of trouble.
You might have to buy 3 hams.
I know, right? You get a ham, you get a ham, you get a ham. Oh, we got to get more hams. But yeah. And they had two different kind of hams to choose from. But let me tell you what, that ham was really good.
What kind you get?
Uh, I'd say it was a honey glazed or something.
Yeah. Was it
Yeah.
sliced?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The spiral ham, whatever they call it, you know?
Mm-hmm.
It was actually a really good size, too. I was like, that ham's a lot bigger than I thought it was. No bone in it. It was good. I was like, okay, that works. Surprised to have leftovers, you know?
Yeah.
But it's all right. It's, you know, it's good. Last night, Charlie girl, we went out. We went out last night, right?
Mm-hmm.
And we went to shoot pool. And you know, I'm just not a drinker, so it's all right. Somebody's got to be the DD if needed. You know, didn't need one,
Mm-hmm.
but you know.
Right.
But there's this guy. They're playing at the table next to us,
Mm-hmm.
and I had just finished. You know, they were asking, "Oh, do you want something to drink?" It's like, just take Sprite. They don't have coffee, you know, which my daughter said that was a lie because I saw the coffee pot back there. She just didn't want to make any. And I said she would have made it like shit anyways. I can't tell you. Last time I had a good cup of coffee at a bar or at a pool hall
Was
was when I
never.
lived in Virginia, and the lady knew when I came in when I shot pool league. She always knew when I came in. She's like, "I got your coffee going." It's like, "Thank you," you know, because my drink, you know.
Right.
Well, we were over there shooting pool, and I look over these guys that are standing, you know, they're playing on the table next to us. And he's over there doing the rack, and I was like, are you okay? You know, like he just was having such a hard time, and it took him forever. And his friend who was with him, he's just sitting there with his hand out, like, what the hell, dude? You know, and like, you know, he's plastered, right? Like he's got to
Mm-hmm.
be drunk off his ass. And so he was trying to like rack him, and then I was like, hey, you didn't do that right. And I got up and I went over and I was like, here, let me help you. And he says, oh, I said, I think you might be a little, you know, you might have a little alcohol in you, huh? And he goes, yeah, I'm drunk. And I was like, yeah, I can tell. I said, here, let me help you out. And then he goes and he says, are you drunk, darling? I said, no, sir, I'm not. I'm drinking Sprite. Oh, okay. Well, thank you so much.
Mm-mm-mm.
Then he came over and he started talking to us. We're like, are y'all gonna play pool? We already have. Like, we're getting ready to leave, thank you. Now that the rowdy crowds come in, you know. He's like, oh, just asking, you know, trying to be social.
Right.
I was laughing so hard. I was like, this poor guy, he's gonna feel it tomorrow.
Right.
It's always the thing when you see people out there drinking and stuff, and you're like, oh, you're gonna feel this tomorrow. Because if it is me, I wouldn't be able to get up the next day. I just can't do it.
Mm-mm.
Sorry, I just can't do it. You didn't have Easter dinner either. Well, I mean, we just had that dinner. And we were planning on having it. It just kind of worked out that we had ham on Easter, you know. So it's kind of it was a good dinner. It was a good dinner. But, you know, we usually make one meal a day.
Yeah.
And that I don't usually eat until dinner anyways. You know, if I do dinner, then, you know. If not, I'll grab it the next day. It'll be all right. I don't know. We had a real good dinner last night.
What'd you have?
Seafood.
Seafood?
Yeah. That place was good, good, good. I tell you what, I had salmon on
Mhm.
the herb crusted on couscous. Oh, it was so
Mhm.
good. So good. I was like, all right, all right. Yeah. And one had swordfish and the other had a smoked salmon. They were good too.
Mm.
And we had coconut shrimp and we had oysters and hush puppies and lobster bisque
I had
soup.
fish yesterday too, but it was
Oh, did
Captain
you?
D's. It was Captain
Ah.
D's.
Oh, there you go. That's still good though. I said, oh, it was nice. Hey, it was a nice restaurant. We got valet parking and everything. I
Nice.
said, damn, I tell you what, this is the finer part of life right here.
Mm-hmm.
I ain't used to this, but I sure could get used to it. Say valet parking, you say? Okay. But they did that. Actually, it was just if you go to the restaurant, you get valet parking because of where it's at, the location and everything. So it was nice to have that.
Yeah.
Even though they parked the car right in front of the restaurant. Yeah.
And then you said it was free. I'd have said,
Yeah.
I ain't paying for that.
I know. I mean, but hey, you went and got the car and pulled it up and everything.
Uh-huh.
Now you tip, of course,
Yeah.
but I was like, man, that's a pretty good deal right there, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Um, I'll do it. That's nice. It's nice to go into a nice restaurant and have good service, and it's kind of a far cry from McD's or
Right.
Burger King or Taco Bell.
Mm-hmm.
So what is this? Oh, okay. It's a different side of life right there. Tell you, Charlie Girl, there's a whole other life out there. I'm like, damn, this is interesting. But it was my birthday dinner.
Your birthday dinner?
It was my birthday dinner. We did it because my birthday was during the week, and I had to
Right.
work on my birthday.
Yeah.
So it's all right. It's all right. And so we just said we'll go out on the weekend to celebrate it. I mean, I have my birthday at work too. Don't worry. But
Right.
me and one of the other girls, her birthday is April 2nd. So we got to celebrate our birthdays together.
Yeah.
Maj Paj, But, yeah. Well, that was their plan. I had plans. We did dinner and went and shot pool. They made those plans for me. I thought that was pretty sweet. We had a really good time.
Yeah.
We were able to play and we were able to do scotch doubles and,
Billy Bit said, I didn't get to go, damn it.
I know. She's like, I should have gone with you. I know. It was the one time I didn't take you with me. I know. She's probably still making me pay for it.
I'm
She's
gonna
kind of
get
bitter.
my shoe.
She's like, how could you leave me home alone? You left me here with the cats. We were all gone we were out having a good time. Kicking back and relaxing. It's like, how dare you do that and leave me alone, Mama?
Leave me here with these two damn cats.
I know. That's all right. Little man, he's over there. He loves the earrings I'm making, right? When I tell you, he was perched over me. He was watching every single little seed bead. And I thought, hold up. This ain't going to be good.
Right.
I know what's going to happen here. I said, little man, hold on. So now I had to put them up, because I have my little tray. So I put them on a plate. Because I'm not finished with the one. I put it in the cabinet. The only safe place, I had to put it in the cabinet. And I said, hey, when y'all open this cabinet and you see a plate of beads, just leave it. I'll be back for it.
Right.
But it's the only place I could put it where little man ain't gonna get it.
He's like, you're killing me. You're killing me with the beads. Let me have them.
Like, yeah, I know. He was like, oh yeah, this is gonna be fun. I said, hold up. You ain't getting those. I see what's gonna happen here. I'm be walking through and have beads stuck to my feet for days. Can't do it. Yeah, he was really into them though. He was really wanting to see how they worked.
Uh-huh.
He was cute though. He was so cute, and he was trying to be gentle. You know, like, yeah. Let me just
Just let
touch
me
that.
touch one.
Yeah. And he's like, oh, you know, a little paw reached up for the thread as I'm threading him. You know, hey, hold up, what are you doing?
Oh,
Well, you know, the animals rule the roost around here. I'm telling you, they
yep.
rule. They rule. They get their way most of the time. They do whatever they want. The cats, they got free roam, man. I need to get them a thing for the balcony. That's what we
Mhm.
talk about, getting a thing for the balcony, so because they want to go outside, but they're not outside cats, you know.
Yeah.
And my daughter's afraid that they're gonna fall off the balcony up there
Right. Right.
because little man likes to walk on the rail.
Oh, shit.
Now he's hefty. Momo, she's not hefty. That wind will come through and blow her ass right on off. She's not as thick, and he's rugged. He's solid. He's solid. But I'm not worried about him blowing off. But Momo, that wind would she'd be gone.
Uh-huh.
And we'd have to go get her and rescue her, But I'd like to get like one of those tunnel things, so they could play outside.
Yeah.
And we let them out when you're out there with them, and we stay out there with them and have to watch them, make sure they don't go nowhere.
Yeah.
No falling off from the banister or anything. Because it's
Mhm.
not even a thick banister, it's thin. One little wrong step and poof. Like,
Lilibet can't get through the bottom, can she?
no.
Okay, good.
Yeah, no, she can't fit through any of them, thank goodness. But she can't make it to the top either. Because if she were to get on the banister, those,
Yeah.
yeah. Right, Chaos? It would be, it'd be just as bad as stepping on Legos. Little CB
Mhm.
stuck to your feet. Like, oh gosh. One of those embedded in your foot. Oh my gosh. It'd be like ER trip. Take it out. Be like stepping on a bone spur every time you step.
Oh, Lord. Them things are
Yeah.
awful.
I know. I know. It would be bad. I'm like, oh man, that's just terrible. I don't know. That's why I gotta make sure I'm careful with them. Make sure the cat don't get them. Because
Right.
that poor little cat and Lilybit, the cats, they'd be all having little beads in their paws and shit. End up getting one on their claw like a little ring or something. Like, oh my
Mhm.
gosh. I can see it now. Mm-mm-mm-mm. Oh, but I did tell you what I'm gonna do, right?
What?
Charlie girl, I'm doing it.
What are you doing?
I'm going back to school.
Yes. That's
Yep,
awesome.
yep. I'm gonna go to college. Gonna do
Awesome.
it. So I will be a full-time college student here soon.
Cool.
I'm hoping they accept me in the dorms.
I don't think there's an age limit, is there?
I hope not, because if not, I probably surpassed it. I need to do a few more facials if I want to try to pass off at the cutoff age. I just hope they don't look at me as the dorm mom. Oh God,
I bet they will.
they probably would. But no, I won't live at the dorm. I just be going to
Uh,
college though. So hopefully I can get that done. And if I play
how
my
long
cards
is it
right,
supposed to take?
do what?
How long is it supposed to take?
I'll find out for sure. Um, it's kind of looking like for what I want to do. I think it's going to be probably be 3 to 4 years. If I
Yeah.
push it really hard and take extra courses, I could probably get it done in 3.
Yeah.
So we'll just see. I have to go in and talk to them and get it all. But yeah,
Awesome.
yeah. So I was like,
Proud of
ooh,
you.
I'm gonna do it.
Do it.
I wanted to have my RN since I was 4 years old.
Aw.
So it's about time I go ahead and get her done.
Get her done.
Get her done. And you know, yeah. If I get my master's, then I could really be doing good.
Mm-hmm.
That's gonna be just let me get that would be awesome to get my master's, but I'll settle for my bachelor's
Right.
for now. If I could continue on and do my master's too, then I will. I mean, I'll eventually do it, but if I could do it all in one swoop, it'd be great.
Mm-hmm.
So the sooner I can get it done and get it knocked out, it'd be good.
Mm-hmm.
But then there's I know I need to look because there's so much testing to do.
Mm-hmm.
They had one, I'm sure they still do, that you can there's a exam you can take where you can be national, like you can work in other states as well.
Mm-hmm.
Um, so that if you get licensed in one state, you can take that exam and you can be licensed. You can go other states as well.
Right.
So that's going to be the kicker because there's another state that I might have to.
You could be a travel nurse.
Yeah, and they make good money.
Good ass money.
I know a friend who worked 6 days out of the month and was able to afford all her bills and an apartment to live in
Mm-hmm.
that she only lived in 6 days out of the month.
Yep.
I said, damn, make good money.
Yep.
Right, Chaos? Everybody's interested in those bees. You're right. Everybody in there, they're like, oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Whatever you got, they want it. I'm like, oh, Lord have mercy. And I started doing the, I went ahead and started doing the earrings again
Mm-hmm.
because it was told to me, uh, because I was trying to do like diamond art and then it just wasn't working. And then I even tried the adult coloring books,
Mm-hmm.
because it's supposed to be therapeutic, but when your anxiety is so bad and your shit, you have this trimmer, like,
Uh-huh.
I said, I told her, I said, I gave up doing that because I couldn't even stay in the lines.
Oh Lord.
She said, oh, well, you need to go ahead, try doing the more intricate,
Uh-huh.
and I was like, are you kidding me? My hand shakes so bad, I don't even know if I can do it, and she's like, no, because when you do the more intricate things that you're more focused on, it helps more.
Yeah.
So I said, all right, fine, I'll try it. I don't know if that's really the case because you see where my mind went to this time. I was like, oh, I'm burning mad now. So much for these damn earrings calming my nerves. Yeah, travel RN. Yeah, I could do the travel RN. I could. And the only thing with the RN, I'd like to do it specializing in cardiac. That would be awesome.
Mm-hmm.
But there's so many avenues you can go down with that. So many different. You're wide open on what you can do.
Yeah.
Like really. And I'm gonna have to do plan it out because you got your ADN, your LVN, your RN, so forth and so on, right? So it's just gonna be okay. Which steps do you need to do? Like, I'd rather just go ahead and just go for the RN and call it a day,
Mm-hmm.
But they do have the programs where you could go get your ADN, get your LPN, I
What's
could go that
ADN?
route. Huh?
What's ADN?
Associate degree in nursing.
Oh.
And you can go that route and then you could be working as
Right.
that while you still work on your RN.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know if I'd
What's
really
the
want to do
difference
that.
in ADN and LPN?
The level of degree.
But what, as far as what you can do?
One's an associate and the other is licensed.
Oh.
So you have to look into your individual state and see what you can do with it.
Mm.
You know, because it does vary by state.
Okay. I never
It's
heard of
just,
that one.
I know ADN is something that's newer on the. I mean, back in the day it was CNA, LPN, and RN.
Yep.
And then you have your different levels of your RN. Now they got this ADN, and I'm like, what is this? Looking into it, I was like, well, I didn't realize that was a thing. They're making it more and see, they were supposed to, even back when I was in LPN school, way back in the day. They were saying they were trying to do away with LPNs. And well, actually now they're called LVNs, licensed vocational nursing. Because before they called them licensed practical nurses, but they were trying to do away with those. So I guess the ADN and the LVN is their way of getting rid of the LPN. I don't know. Whatever, I don't know. It's one of those things. The only issue I have though is that RNs seem to be a lot of paper pushing. And that's not what I want to do. I don't want to be a paper pusher.
And
yeah.
Unfortunately, that's part of it.
I know, and I don't mind doing the paperwork, but I don't want that to be the bulk of it. I like to interact with the patients and more hands-on,
Yeah.
So that's going to be the kicker. I gotta make sure. Don't be putting me in no position where you want me behind a desk pushing papers all day long, because that's just not my speed.
Right.
Okay. Talk to me in 10 years, maybe it will be. I don't know. But at this point, I am not one who can sit idly by and just be like, oh yeah, let me sit behind a desk. I'm miserable at that. Just saying. I am. I'm miserable at that. I can't, I can't sit behind a steering wheel all day and, oh yeah, I got to be up and moving and a shaking and a going. I just, yeah. I don't know. And I mean, hey, I love the people who can do that, because Lord knows we need people who do that, because that's just not my thing right now. Maybe, like I said, talk to me in 10 years. I might want to be that paper pusher. Just let me do the files. I'll do those. I'll do the charting. It's okay. Tell me what you did. We'll see. We'll see.
That's awesome.
Good night, Delia Whoopoo. She probably already in bed.
Yeah.
But yeah, so that's my big news,
Yep.
my journey in life. And I got a reading from Archangel today. Girl, when I tell you it was dead on, I said, oh my God.
Really?
Uh-huh. Yep. And she was like, she pulled a card and she's like, this is a younger person. This is someone younger, and this, that, and the other. And when she was talking, and I just all of a sudden I knew, and I was like, almost like I did the reading for her. I felt, I was like, no, that's the younger, as like the younger me, because the way she was explaining it, I was like, oh my God. I was like, no, that's the younger me. That's because, all my life I wanted to be a nurse, and I've always put it off. Oh, you're raising a family. You're doing this. You're doing for everybody else, right?
Yep.
And so either way, it just made a lot of sense. And I was just like, oh, I was like, yeah.
What's wrong, girl?
What's the matter? She getting tired. She ain't like Benny. She over here getting tired. And she got that comfortable bed that she could be laying on and resting her head.
She wants to be with Mama.
She want to be in my lap.
Yep.
Look at her with tail wagging like, yeah, I want to be in your lap. Oh, yeah. I do. Yeah. But that's the journey. That's the journey I'll be on now. So just know I'm going to identify as a young We're gonna keep that in mind. Young. I'm gonna be one of them 22, 23-year-olds going,
Mhm.
I delayed college for a couple years. I'm back. It's
Took a
okay.
sabbatical.
Sabbatical. Yeah, that's what it is. That's what we'll call
Mhm.
that, a sabbatical. I
Mhm.
wish. I would say it wasn't a sabbatical per se, but definitely
You
lessons were
went
learned.
on a learning journey.
Yes, there was lessons learned. That's for sure. Mhm. Yeah, big time. Like, it's crazy how you learn lessons in life.
Yep.
I just will, for once, just let me learn some lessons the easier way. Mm,
Well, he didn't say it was gonna be easy.
no kid. I know. Never said it was gonna be. Like I said, Jesus loves you, and I ain't Jesus.
Mhm.
It's probably one of the best quotes I heard this week.
Uh-huh.
I
Yep.
just about died when she said that. I was like, "Oh shit!" She goes, "Jesus loves him, but I am not Jesus." I said, "Good one."
Mhm.
Well played, well played. But she also said, "Not my fault. His mama didn't love him."
Mhm.
That one cracked me up. That cracked me up. I said, "Ooh, ouch." She's like, "Call it like I see it."
That's it.
Oh, she all right. She's like, "Mama, just let me in your lap." No, we gotta get ready to go to bed, honey. Well, you do anyways. I'm gonna go. And then she's like, "Let me over." That's all she wants. You want to sit over here? Yeah, you sit over here, girl. Mm-hmm. Like, okay. She's probably mad because she didn't get no ham for dinner.
Oh, Lord. Don't give her
Mm,
no ham.
I did. She didn't get none.
Mm-mm.
She got her food. She got her dog food. Mm. She's like, "Oh, my dog food." She loves it. She eats it up like there's no tomorrow.
Mhm.
I'm like, holy
On them
guacamole,
front 2
Batman.
feet.
Huh?
On them front 2 feet.
I know. I know. She came walking in like that today. I said, "Girl, put your back legs down. What are you doing?" What?
She said, "Didn't you know I used to belong to the circus?"
I know. I only need two. I only need two. I'm like, we're in luck. If you ever lose two of your legs, you're gonna be just fine. Unless they're on the same side. Hopefully it's
Right.
two back or two front. She'll be all
Don't
right.
lose the good ones.
Yeah, don't lose both side left, front and back. Then we might be in trouble. I'm gonna have to get her to work on that, I guess, to make sure she can hop along like that. I don't know.
Mhm.
We know the front two are secure.
Oh, definitely. They are firmly
Back,
planted.
I know. The back ones though, they always just kind of like free floating.
Mhm.
Woo!
You just never know when they're gonna leave the ground.
I know. And like, I wonder, does she know her back paws are not on the ground? I don't know.
Oh.
She she sure did come in the door like that today on the front two legs. What the hell?
She top heavy, mama. She got the
I'm
big head and
telling
the
you.
big ears.
I'm telling you, you see those videos of the dogs walking around on their hind legs like they're people?
Yeah.
Hers is the opposite. Her ass is up in the air.
Yep.
You just see a tail go by. Whew.
And 2 feet in
Yeah.
the
What are you doing? Your booty in the air like you just don't care.
air.
And she don't. Oh, shit.
What?
Oh, man, Lily Bit, I'm so sorry.
What?
I forgot to put her Easter dress on today. Oh, my
Oh,
God.
you can pretend tomorrow's Easter.
Yeah, we'll put it on tomorrow. We'll let you wear it for a little while. Oh, my gosh. I can't believe that. Oh, she
That's
had
why.
bunny ears and
That's why she
everything.
upset.
I know. She's like devastated. She said, "Mom,
Oh.
why did you remind me? I didn't even know it was Easter today. But now that you told me, now I'm devastated." Mm, I'm so
Well,
sorry.
tell her. Say no. It's tomorrow.
Tomorrow is Easter, honey. Actually, I should tell her next Sunday. Next Sunday's Easter.
She don't know it's Sunday either.
No, she done. Look, Easter's coming. It'll be here before you know it.
You're going to sleep 365 times before it gets here.
Yeah, right.
364.
Mm. All right. If I have her gain some weight, the dress will probably fit her better. Fatten her up a little bit.
She is not going to gain no weight.
I know. She hadn't yet.
Mm-mm.
She really hadn't. Little Miss Skinny Minnie there.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, good golly, girl. Okay, I gotta get these out, take them upstairs. Oh, have mercy. Today is what? Yeah, today's Sunday.
Well,
Oh, I mean, it's not Sunday yet. I'm sorry. Hold on a little bit. It's not Sunday. Not Sunday yet, girl.
in 20 more minutes, it won't be for you.
Mm. True. Very,
19
very true.
minutes.
It's almost over. I mean, it's just, you know, it's a day. It's good. You know. I don't know. I mean, I do think about some of the people who protest to celebrate Easter.
Really?
You know, those ones who go sit in the church and act like they're holier than thou art, and they some of the biggest fuck ups in the world.
Mm-hmm.
Those are the hypocrites that people look. Those are the hypocrites people are talking about when they're, you know, they don't like church, they don't like religion because there's a bunch of hypocrites in there.
Mm-hmm.
I know them. I know who you're talking about. I got you.
Mm-hmm.
I know exactly who you're talking about. You got hypocrites out there, liars, thieves, and they go sit in church and act like they're holier than thou art. They're so good. They're so important.
They
They're just
even read the Bible to their children.
no matter how painful,
So I hear.
no matter how painful that may be. I'm just saying. Just saying. You know, you could go sit in a church. You can read whatever you want to read, but you're not living your life like that. Do not. How is somebody going to sit? What?
It's all lip service if you ain't living.
Yeah, lip service talking out their ass is what they're doing.
Mm-hmm.
You ain't got to be perfect, but damn, you would go out and you intentionally tell lies. You going to hell, man. You going to hell for that.
Yep.
What's your Bible tell you about that? What's your Bible tell you about lying? Huh? What's your Bible tell you about stealing?
Dang, yeah.
Just saying. I don't think it's a good thing.
Mm-mm.
I tell you what. Found out somebody was lied on, and I let them know. I asked them, double checking. And they said, I don't like being lied on. I was like, welcome to my world. Shit.
That's right.
Go right on ahead. You mad about that? Shit. I can tell you a few things to be mad about, honey. And you know, all it takes is proving one lie, and you are destroyed. And
your credibility is shot.
I know, and there's a whole lot of credibility that could be shot.
Mm-hmm.
Especially if you go in somewhere and you don't tell a fucking truth. Woo! You got so many lies that you're gonna get busted on? Okay. People
that can easily be proven.
Yeah, it's stupid as fuck. You think you that smart? Okay. Shame, shame, shame. I tell you right now, I'm not going to be defending myself to anyone anymore. You
Nope.
believe whatever the hell you want to believe. Well, I'm going to just show you it ain't true. And that's fine. We're going to leave it at that. You're going to be an idiot. A stupid fuck. Excuse my language. Me a stupid fuck. So stupid, you try to convince me that I'm an addict. That's how far people are willing to go.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting. Very, very interesting. Very interesting. You know, I heard signed affidavits stand a lot in court. Do they?
Think so.
I don't know. And they stand up in court where you can just, yep, I said it, it's true. Ain't gonna stand up when it's showing you're lying your ass off.
Depends on which
Okay,
court you're in.
I guess. That's why you have to change courts.
Yeah.
That's why you do as much as you can. And I'm telling you right now, if it's a court situation, I think people are really stupid to not realize you could keep them tied up in court for years.
Mm-hmm.
And that's, yeah. They're like, oh, well, this is done. No, it's not. We're going to keep right on going. We're going to keep right on going. I got time today. I got time.
And tomorrow and the next day.
That's right. That's right. That's right, Heather. Bible. A liar and a thief is no different than a murderer or a rapist. And actually, the liar and thief is probably the same thing. It's probably the R as well.
Yep.
Just saying. Yeah. So, yeah. I don't know. Just interesting. That's why a lot of times, you sitting there with a big old hypocrite right there. You're like, what the heck? And, my dad used to tell me back in the day, you can fool some of the people some of the time, but you can't fool all the people all the time.
Mm-hmm.
And, you just come to a point where, like, if you want to tell your little circle of people whatever, when your little people are liars as well.
Well, and then until they become the
Target.
Thank you. You trying to save them from.
Hey,
They
we
just
all
not
make
doing it
our.
for themselves.
That's right. Look, y'all, everybody makes their own bed. You have to lie in it, honey. Just make sure you make a bed you're going to be comfortable in.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. The way I see it, there's going to be some people that are pretty uncomfortable.
There's Archangel.
Hey, Archangel. Good afternoon. Good evening. Good evening. Good evening.
Good
Not good
evening.
afternoon. Look, I'm saying good afternoon like I'm at work. That is our afternoon time. Because at work, you have to remember, like, we go in and we see the night shift. We see each other like, good morning. But then you see everybody else. You're like, oh, have a good night. In the morning time, we're telling each other good night. See y'all later. And then you have to tell the oncoming people, you're like, good morning. Oh, yeah. Oh, top of the morning to you. Yeah, we've already been here 18 hours. Gotta go. You're tag, you're it. Bye. That's what I say. Tag, you're it. We're out of here.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Archangel, I was telling Charlie Girl about my reading earlier. It was dead on. It was on. My angel number was dead on too.
Was it?
Mm-hmm. Yep. So, that's a good angel number. It's about right.
How do you know if it's a good angel number?
You look it up and you read about it.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
Yeah. And that always goes with, what's going on. So,
Mm-hmm.
It was good. I said, okay. That's how you know. Making a good decision. Making the right one.
Cool beans.
Yeah. I'm just hoping I can do it quicker than 4 years. I really am.
Right.
I'll have to double up. I'll take extra classes. But I might be able to do over
Oh,
summertime too. So if I could do the summertime semester, then it would
right.
definitely be quicker.
Right.
So,
You got a new
which,
great grandbaby.
yes, she
Oh,
did. She got a great grandbaby born today. 8 pounds is something.
congratulations. The Easter Bunny came for you.
Mm-hmm. Oh, poor mama had a big old Easter egg there. He was
Yep.
8. What was he? 8'10"? If I'm remembering it right. Yeah, summertime. Look, Argentina, summertime is good because the colleges are empty during the summertime
Mm-hmm.
because most of them have gone home for the summer. Not me. I'd be like, nope, let me take classes in the summer. Let me do it. Because that'd be a good semester just to have under your belt, you know? If I
Mm-hmm.
did that, I could probably do it at least, I could do it in 3,
Yeah.
which would be good. I'd rather do it quicker. That way I can still walk across the stage and get my diploma.
8 pounds, 7 ounces.
7 ounces, okay. Oh, 30 was 8'12". Whew. Mm. I tell you what, my big babies were all early. Well, no, my second one was 3.3, and she was 4 days late. But my other ones, I had one that was 8 pounder, and he was a month early, and
Mm-hmm.
then my other one was a month early, and she was 5.3. They're like, "Ooh, if you had gone full
Wow.
term," and I was like, "Ooh, no,
Yeah, because they're supposed to gain a pound a week the last month.
yeah,
Yeah,
I
you had
ain't
a
doing that
12
shit.
pound baby.
I ain't doing that shit. No, I'm glad they came out when they did. We good.
Mm-hmm.
We're all good in the hood here. Just let it go." Yeah, I don't know. They got.
Oh, she was 9 days overdue.
Oh my gosh.
I'd be
Oh, poor
cutting
mama.
somebody. Mm-mm.
I know. I know. I think I would have done somebody in by that point.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my gosh.
I'd be going to that hospital and say, I ain't leaving.
I know. You better take this thing
You
out
better do
now.
something.
That was, I had to let her go that long. That's miserable. Well, at least she's done. She's done with it now.
Yeah. Oh, and
Thank
he
goodness.
was, oh, Heather said he was C-section, scheduled due date, but my contractions started on the way to the hospital. Of course, isn't that how it always goes?
Mm-hmm. She didn't come on the first. Well, I had one on the first. His birthday was April 1st. CJ's birthday was April 1st.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, we were talking about it today. I was talking about it. Like, our birth family was oh hell, I don't even know. They did different religions. They kind of bounced back and forth between stuff.
Uh-huh.
And one of the things that they got mixed in with the like a Pentecostal church or whatever, and our brother Waylon had fallen and hit his head really
Mm.
bad. And he was young, right? And I was telling my daughter, he was little. And I said, no, he wasn't little because he was a big old baby. He was
Yeah.
big. But he was young.
Yeah.
And he hit his head really hard and ended up, it was bad. He needed to
Mm.
go to the emergency room. Okay. But Teresa, our birth mom, wouldn't do it. So she was like trying to pray it out of him. Okay.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, and like he was sick and he was passing out and he had
Oh.
seizures. He was having seizures and shit. So what does she do?
Oh.
She calls the minister, pastor, preacher, whatever it is of the church they were going to at the time, and wants him to come over and get the demons out of him.
Oh my gosh.
Mm-hmm.
Wonder
I
he
said,
made
the
it.
fuck? That oh, so mixed up. It's all mixed up. No, he needs to go to the emergency room. He's got a severe concussion. Like, get the
Mm-hmm.
kid some help.
So what ended up happening?
They ended up coming in, and I think somebody told him, "Hey, he needs to go to the hospital."
Yeah.
Oh, thanks for not trying to do an exorcism on a baby that has a head injury. Appreciate it.
Right.
Yeah, it's just That's how sick it was. That's how she was. She was so out there, you know?
Yeah.
I'm like, "That baby's hurt. What the heck?" You know? So we always said that's why Waylon was a little off, you know? We'd always tease him about it. "Well, we know what happened to you. You hit your head when you was a baby." He's like, "I
Oh,
know."
Heather, I'm so sorry. Her grandma passed away.
"Oh, no. I'm so sorry, Heather. Oh, bless her." Aw. Yeah, that's hard.
Yeah.
I know. And your grandparents are so special, you know?
Mhm.
Well, some of the time, you know? I know my grandma Irma, we were talking about this too, because we've been talking about health issues and stuff,
Mhm.
and because it's coming to a head where we're like really having to dig into it and find out, okay, is there any of this? Is there that? You know?
Right.
And I was like, I just seem to take after my grandma Irma a lot, and a lot of her health issues. Lucky me, so passing it down to
Mhm.
my children too, of course. Let's go, But so, my one daughter, she's just trying to be aware and get on top of it and know so she can tell the doctor and stuff. And, unfortunately, because you are adopted, you are limited on what you know.
Right.
So we're lucky in one aspect that we do know certain things.
Right.
But I was telling her, I was like, well, it's just ironic that all of Grandma Irma's kids died pretty young. And she's
They
like, what do you mean
did?
young? I was like, 40s and 50s. She's
Wow.
like, oh. And I said, well, because our biological father was actually murdered, so that doesn't count.
Right.
But 2 years later, his identical twin dropped dead of a heart attack.
Mm.
And then our aunt, she passed away 51 or 52. She was really young too. Aunt Chris passed away at 52. And then our other uncle, he passed away um, 42, I think he was. But again, I kind of told her, I said, see, I don't really think that one counts because he was 600 pounds and in a nursing home.
Oh, wow.
Uh, yeah, so that one, any guesses at what happened here? I don't know, but Uncle David was the last one, and he was the young, he was one of the younger ones. And I think he's probably passed by now. I haven't heard anything, but you know, he was
Yeah.
not doing well at the time when Aunt Chris passed away. And it's like, yeah, it's just kind of sad. They all lived short, relatively short lives,
Yeah.
Um, uh, you know, and Janice is probably the one who lived the most clean life. Um, she was the one that she never hung out because she didn't like Teresa,
Mhm.
but she would always bring bags of groceries because we didn't have food. So she would
Oh,
always just bring a bunch of groceries, drop them off, and say hello to us, and then walk, leave.
yeah.
Um, but she was the one who wasn't a drinker. She wasn't, she didn't do that kind of stuff. But they may not have lived the healthiest life,
Right.
but it just went hand in hand. We were talking about the clotting disorder, and
Mhm.
some of my kids did inherit that, and so that is something you need to look into it.
Mhm.
I've got one biological kid that I know tested negative for it, so that's good. Um, one that has tested positive, and then the other two, I keep pushing for them to get tested. Well, no, I think one of them, he also got it too. The other one, I keep saying, you need to get it because there's a little varicose vein going. That's a huge sign,
Right.
But, I was telling her, I was like, it's not if you're going to have the big one, it's when. That's how the
Right.
doctor put it.
Mhm.
And, it's like, you're going to have the major heart attack or a stroke. And that's, I'm sure that our grandma Irma had that and didn't know because it
Right.
is something newer that they're testing for that one of those things. But it's like she had so many mini strokes that I'd almost guarantee she had it.
Yeah.
Um, especially when so many of the health issues, I've just followed right along her path. I'm like, thanks, Grandma Irma. Um, but that was when she had said to me, well, it seems, hopefully it skips a generation. And that's what I said. I don't think so, because none of her kids live to be out of their 50s, early
Right.
50s at that, I said, so I don't know if I can say that, like,
Right.
it didn't skip a generation there, I don't think. But it is what it is. And that's, you know, we'll see. Hopefully, longevity will proceed now and can pick up. And, we've just had a lot of them really young pass away.
Yeah.
Man, we don't have them live to be very old. That's another reason I got to finish nursing school, so I can at least, I'd hate to go to nursing school and be almost done and then die. I'd be pissed.
Oh my gosh.
I would be so mad. I would be,
Mhm.
ooh, I'd be coming back and haunting that diploma. I'm telling you.
Uh-huh.
I'd be like, no, you better give it to me and let me walk the stage. My spirit will be carrying it across.
Bury it with me.
I'm serious. For real. I'm like, dang, couldn't even let me work one day. Thanks. Yeah. Yeah, it was just interesting, those little conversations there.
Mhm.
Mm. But Uncle Russell, that one who died, like 42, big 300-600 pound in the nursing home,
Mhm.
he was the one. Gloria has good memories of him. She's like, yeah, he used to play the guitar and, play the guitar and sing for us. Oh, that's nice. He was the one, he'd sit there, he always drank diet soda, which I don't know why he drank diet soda, because he ate everything else. I guess he saved the
Just
calories
'cause
for
he
the
likes
food.
the taste.
Maybe, I don't know. But he was sitting there in the easy chair, big old recliner,
Mhm.
and had a big old bowl of popcorn, and I'd reached over to get some popcorn. Big mistake, big mistake.
Uh-oh.
Grabbed my wrist so tight, I never forgot it. I mean, I was like 3 years old, I've never forgot that.
Aw.
And, he was like, "You don't just take some, you leave my popcorn alone, blah, 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 blah."
Oh my
And
gosh.
yeah, and I was like, okay." And Grandma Irma, she was always sticking up for me. I tell you what, she had my back, and she said, "You leave that baby alone. You come over here, and I'll get you your own bowl of popcorn." She goes, "How dare you not share that popcorn?" Blah 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 blah. I get my own,
Hmm.
thank you. you know, I
Bless
know.
it.
Okay. Yeah, she had my back. I tell you what, she had my back. That was like the time we had. Remember, I think did I tell you about the ball peen hammer time?
I don't think so.
I tell you what, some of the things that we did as kids. And again, I was little because, mind you, I met my parents when I was on my 4th birthday. So these memories, I was 2 and 3 years old. I was really young.
Right.
And we were at Grandma Irma's, and we were sitting around her little coffee table. Gloria was one side, and Ronnie was on the other, and I'm sitting on one side. They're both across from me, and we had a ball peen hammer, and it was, oh, here, you gotta let me hit your finger with it.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
Who did?
Well, I know, but when it came my time, I hit their fingers, but it wasn't hard.
Yeah.
So then it was my time, and Ronnie was rearing up to hit it good. And I said, and I pulled my finger back. He's like, no, I let you hit my finger with it. You got to let me hit yours. And I was like, no, it's going to hurt. Right. So Teresa comes over, and she got mad, and she's like, oh, you're going to let him do it. And she goes and she holds my hand down so that he can hit me with the
Shit.
ball peen hammer. Don't worry. Grandma Irma came in for the rescue yet again. She said, Teresa, you leave that baby alone.
Oh
Get
my
over here.
gosh.
You know, y'all need to put that hammer up. Blah, blah, blah. Then we get, then people got in trouble about the hammer. You know, like, man, y'all should have been stopping us, like before we even did anything with it. But it's like, yeah, she saved my ass again,
She did.
and she got mad at Teresa for doing that. Boy, I'm like, boy, you should be around all the time, Grandma Irma. You could save my ass more often.
Hmm.
Lord knows I needed it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I said, Lord, don't let me, he gonna hurt me. And I remember I was crying. I was so scared. Ball peen hammer would have hurt.
Oh my gosh. That's
I know it
awful.
would have. I know. Well, that's like the time. Look, I didn't have the best sense, okay? I really didn't. I was
You
3 years old.
I was gonna say you're a baby.
Well, look, I tell you what, I don't know. You would think when somebody treats you like that, like you really mind your P's and Q's, but that's just how stubborn I am, okay? Might be a little something wrong with me. But I remember well, I mean, seriously, 3 years old, we got out of the car. And back in the day, them cars in the 70s, them cars were heavy. They were all metal, right?
Hmm.
And for some reason, I don't know why, but I refused to move my hand from out of the door. And Teresa was sitting in the car and she's like, just close the door. And Gloria's standing there. She's like, no, you got to move your hand. You got to move your hand. She's like, just close the door on it. And because I refused to move my hand out of the door like a dumbass. And I'm like, and I remember Gloria, she's like, oh God, no, no. And Teresa's like, close the door. She's screaming. Well, Gloria closed the door. My hand was still in it.
Oh no.
Yeah, I think I blacked out because I don't remember anything after that.
Oh, shit.
Yeah. And I know, I just remember Gloria like, like so upset. Well, that's what happens when you don't move your hand, I guess. Probably
You
why
were
my fingers.
3.
Huh?
You were 3.
I know. I was just a youngin'. But, I should have known better. I should have
No, you should
known.
not.
Pull your hand out. She gonna do it. She does everything else. She
Yeah,
gonna
but
do that.
still at 3, you didn't your brain was not developed enough for you to decipher that she was gonna, really do that
Maybe, I
based
don't
on
know.
things that she had done before.
I don't know. I just remember kinda like daring her to do it, looking like, "Yeah, go ahead, Teresa." I think I may admit, yeah, it's probably a little I don't know. I mean, hell, she left me home alone at 3 years old.
Yeah, but still at 3, you didn't know there's anything wrong with that.
No, but I do now.
You do now.
Yeah, that's when I got my ass whooped that time. Ooh, I got my ass whooped that time because I got up out of the bed. I got whooped. I got it bad. I remember that one. I was like,
What'd you
"Oh."
do? What happened?
Well, because ERA, the laundry detergent, do you remember that?
Yeah.
It got spilled in the truck floor. She blamed
Oh,
me for it, and I was trying to tell her it was candy, because it was. It wasn't me, but I ended up getting in trouble for it, so I got my ass beat, and she went and tossed me up on the top bunk and told me to stay there,
okay. I
and
remember
then
this story. Go ahead.
yeah, Ronnie came home, and he had those construction paper cutout things that you put together of people,
Uh-huh.
and he wanted to show me, and he's like, "Come on down, sis, come on down. I'll tell you when she's home. I'll tell you when she's home." I'm like, "Okay." So, of course, I go down because I wanna see him, and I was just like, "Oh." I was just floored by his, artistic abilities. I
Mhm.
loved everything he did, right? Well, next thing you know, we hear the door open. He's like, "Hurry up, sis, get up in the bed." And so I run up there, and I almost made it. I almost made it. My last leg had to get over the rail. I was at the top. She walked in and caught me.
Mm.
I got a beating in my life then. I got beat pretty bad. thrown up against the wall, landed on the. I swear, I remember sticking to the wall like a spider. It felt like it, anyways. And then boom, and you know how it takes your breath away. You're like, can't breathe.
Yeah. Mhm.
And I went. I swear, it seemed like I was on that wall for a good 20 minutes, but I know I wasn't. But then
Yeah.
I went from the wall and just went boop, fell into the bed, and I remember I couldn't breathe, and I was just like, But the whole time, Ronnie was down there begging her to stop, trying to say, "Mom, I told her to get down. It was my fault. It was my fault. My fault." It wasn't his fault.
How long was she gone? Do you know?
I have no idea. I was 3. I don't know. She was doing laundry, so however long it took to go at the laundromat.
Okay.
'Cause that's what it was. We were going to do laundry, and the laundry detergent got spilled, which I didn't do it. It didn't matter. Still got in trouble, which I don't know. I'd say that's beyond trouble, but But I always had to ride in the floorboard of the truck. Do you know that?
Mm-mm. 'Cause there
Yeah,
weren't no seats?
yeah. I always ended up having to ride on the floor.
Wow.
So I don't know. When we had the truck, yeah, I had to sit in the floor all the time.
Mm.
Interesting. I don't know. Interesting when you think about those things and
Yeah.
like so she was pretty messed up. You could see how she could let Waylon sit there and say, "We need an exorcism going on this baby." And he was a baby. Yeah, he was young. And no, he has a severe concussion. He needs to be in the hospital.
Did she go
I
to
mean,
church?
yes,
She did.
depending on the time,
Yeah.
like they went from Mormon to Pentecostal to, you know,
Yeah.
whatever van came through, Um, so there wasn't a long-term dedication to it. Um,
Mhm.
I don't know. I mean, she was out there. She was out there. I tell you, she was out there galore. But like I said, when my grandma was around, Grandma Irma had my back. She did. That's why I say grandparents can be good.
Absolutely.
Yeah. She knew better than, some of the stuff that wasn't right, like having to, and we got pictures, and it was funny because Gloria remembered the day looking at the pictures. And Grandma Gloria and Grandpa Herman were over,
Mhm.
and she had remembered where they took the mattress out, and it was just the metal grates you're sleeping on.
Mm.
And she remembers Ron saying, "Well, Teresa, do you think they're coming over? We should put the mattress back up." Because they didn't want them to know that I was sleeping on the metal grate.
God.
Yeah, so they knew it was wrong, you know? I was like, "Oh, okay." But that was also the thing, I had to sleep in a no blanket. That's why I think that's why I hate being cold. I hate
Mhm.
being cold. Um, but there was a hole, somebody threw a rock or something in the window, and there was a hole in the window. It was cold, cold, cold. It was Washington State, for crying out loud. It's cold.
Mhm.
And it just I remember being in there freezing my ass off, just wanting a blanket, sleeping on that metal grate. I'm like,
Mhm.
damn, like, oh, I should have just slept on the floor. It would have been better.
Right.
But those when we were in Shelton and the apartments that we were in, um, when we went by there, we went out to get candy years ago when we went and picked her up.
Mhm.
And we rode by the gas station that our grandparents used to own, and then rode by those apartments.
Mhm.
And I think it was just, I don't know, you're where you're supposed to be when you're supposed to be there. I'm a strong believer in that, and I absolutely thought it was very telling that we end up going by there, and you know what they were doing?
What? Tearing it down.
Yep,
Yes.
The apartment that we were in was a big old heap of just nothing but busted down building. And I was like, look at that. Look at that. I
Mhm.
thought that was really,
Poetic.
yeah, poetic, symbolic. I was like, wow, that's awesome. Now some people might be sad. Oh, my childhood is just,
Mm-mm.
but I was like, oh, look at that. They're tearing down. That's kind of, it was cool. Right
Yeah,
on. Tear it
definitely.
down. Tear it down. Get it going. Just the way it is. So they were gone and were being tore down. The
Mhm.
gas station was still there though, which, our grandparents owned that.
Oh, did
And
they?
yeah. So we'd go in there and we could always get candy.
Mhm.
The little penny candy they used to have.
Mhm.
And we'd go outside, out back, be eating the candy. And I always get, and I know this may, for some people, maybe seem like a bad memory, but for me, I actually think it's funny. The Neapolitan candies, those ones.
Yeah.
Okay, I had that, and it looked so good,
Mhm.
And so Gloria, Ronnie, and I were out there, and I was all excited to have the candy. Oh, we got candy, because Grandma Irma always made sure I had something to eat. Teresa, she didn't give a shit, but Grandma Irma, yes. And Gloria convinced me that I needed to eat the candy. Don't unwrap it. You eat the candy with the paper on it. It'll melt.
What, dude?
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, yeah, she did. She did. And
Oh my God.
Ronnie's like, no, sis, don't listen to her. This is how it always went, though. Gloria was always trying to convince, look, I got another one for you. She was always trying to convince me of something, right? And I believed her. I fucking believed her every time. I still believe her. Okay. But he's going, no, sis, don't do it. You can't eat that. You got to unwrap it. And he's looking at her like, you stop, leave her alone. Let her eat the candy. She's like, you got to eat it. So what do? I believe her. I put the candy in my mouth with the wrapper. And then I give her this look like, oh, you're horrible. Because it wasn't an edible wrapper.
Oh my gosh.
It did not melt, But then there was the time when we lived in Bremerton. That was the last place that we lived at all together before I was adopted. And
Yeah.
she's like, we were outside and I wanted to go in the fort because they had this little fort and everything. And I was actually outside. There was very seldom that I was outside playing, but that day I was. And for some reason, they had got a thing of Crisco and had the Crisco there. So Gloria says, oh, yeah, sis, if you want to go in, you got to eat this Crisco. It tastes like ice cream.
Shit.
So that was the entrance fee into
Oh
the,
my gosh.
and all the thing was trees.
Yeah.
Okay, it was just trees, and it was just like a little cove in the trees, but it was the fort, if I wanted to gain entrance, I had to eat that Crisco. And again, Ronnie's going, don't do it, sis. It doesn't taste like ice cream. Gloria, leave her alone. She doesn't have to eat it. Don't do that. Don't do it. Don't do it. And I'm like, but I want to go in. And it tastes like ice cream. And, so what do? I
You
listened to
ate it.
Gloria. I ate it. It was gross.
Did you throw up?
Almost.
Oh my
But
gosh.
I did gain entrance into the fort.
Oh Lord.
But that's how it was, though. Gloria was always, you got to do this, which you can't blame her. She was 5, 6 years old.
Uh-huh.
You know what I mean?
Uh-huh.
She's a baby herself, like, ha ha, And our sense of humor, that goes, like,
Uh-huh.
I can't say that I wouldn't have done it, like. But she was always trying to get me to do something. Ronnie was always trying to be the reasonable one, talking me out of it, saying, don't do it, sis. Da, 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 da. I'm just like, I'm doing it. I'm doing it. That's why I said I think something may have been wrong with me a little bit. You know what I mean?
No,
I
you were
mean,
3.
yeah, I was 3 years old. I'm eating the wrapper. I don't care. I'm gonna do it. I'm eating the Crisco.
Uh-huh.
Oh God, I don't know. I don't know. We also
Mhm.
lived at the airstrip behind the apartments. There was an airstrip behind it,
Mhm.
and again, it was one of the few times I was outside, and they used to love to go and like when the planes would go to take off, you could go stand behind them, and the wind from them would knock you over.
Mhm.
And Gloria's like, "You don't remember doing that?" And I was like, "No." And she goes, "Well, the time you were out there, it didn't knock me over. It sent me rolling, like head over heel, boom, 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 boom,
Oh,
boom."
Lord.
Gloria said, she was like, "Oh my gosh." And I said, "Well, I wasn't even 20 pounds because
Mhm.
when I turned 4, I was 20 pounds when when my mom took me into the doctor. So they
Dang.
were like, I was a little itty bitty thing, so it wouldn't have taken much to blow me over anyways." And
Yeah.
I was like, I don't remember that, probably because it was too terrifying.
Mhm.
Hell, it was probably another moment where Gloria talked me into it, and Ronnie was trying to say, "Don't do it."
You probably thought it was fun.
I may have, I don't know. Like I said, I don't remember it, so I may have thought, "Ooh, good times," you know?
Mhm.
I don't know. But I know that was I don't even know if I was 3 yet. No, I think I had just yeah, I was 3 because she was pregnant with Waylon. She had a big old belly. She was pregnant with him at that time,
Mm.
so Candy was the baby at that point.
Yeah.
Yeah, fun times, you know? So, my childhood consisted of, wrapped candy and Crisco
Mhm.
and a bowl of lettuce.
What's the lettuce?
The lettuce was the time she was trying to make me eat a bowl of lettuce. Nothing on it, just lettuce, leaves of lettuce, and I refused to eat it. So she got mad, and I went running to the end of the hallway, I guess, to go in the bedroom or something, and Ron was sitting at the table, who was our dad, and Teresa went and sat down in a chair in the living room, between the living room and the kitchen, and had Ronnie bring me down the hallway, bring her to me, and she had a tinker toy in her hand. And she had said she was going, "This is crazy, okay?" She said if I didn't eat that lettuce, she was going to poke my eye out.
Oh my God.
Yeah. And Ronnie's going up the hallway with me. And I swear I had a flashback one day. This was years ago. I had a flashback. It was like we were back there and I could feel him behind me. So could feel the breath in my ear. It was crazy.
Mhm.
And he was, "Sis, just eat the lettuce. She'll leave you alone." Like, he was always trying to keep me out of trouble, like,
Right.
he's like, "Just eat the lettuce. Just do it, and she'll stop," you know? And it got right there. She actually held that tinker toy up to my eye, and I still wouldn't eat the lettuce.
Of course you wouldn't.
I'm telling you right now, listen, when I tell you I'm stubborn as a fucking ox, okay? I'm
Mhm.
like, "You go ahead. Take my eye out. I don't care," you know? And I was a very young 3 at that point, okay?
Mhm.
Very young 3. And she got right I mean, it was right there in my eye. She was getting ready to do it. I swear she was getting ready to do it. And, Ron yelled at her, "Teresa, leave her alone. Stop. You can't do that." So I didn't have to eat it. I didn't end up going to bed. I didn't lose my eye. But ironically, how ironic is this? The one she was pregnant with at the time,
Mhm.
which was Waylon, lost his eye in that accident.
Yes.
When he was little.
Mhm.
So to me, that's crazy shit right there.
Yeah.
I'm like, "Man, you shouldn't have done that. Look what happened. You cursed the baby you were pregnant with," you know?
Mm.
Shame on you. Shame on you.
How old was he when the accident happened?
Was he 2 or 3? I wanna say he was 2 or 3. He
Mm.
was real little. It was after I was already out,
Oh, okay.
and we had, our aunt had to explain that one to us.
So what
It was
happened? I don't remember.
he was riding, like, a tricycle,
Mhm.
and there was this part of the chain link fence that was poked out,
Oh, shit.
and one of the cousins was on the other side of the gate, and when Waylon went riding by, he went and kicked the gate open, and he meant to kick it into him. I don't think he meant for it to hit him in the eye at all, you know?
Yeah.
Um, but it ended up hitting that part that was poked out, got him in the eye.
Oh,
And yeah, so could have fixed the fence, but it just by chance, that's how it went down, And yeah, so he lost the vision in that eye and eventually had to have it removed and all that.
mhm.
So yeah, that's why I say that's kind of ironic.
Yeah,
Uh, I don't know.
definitely.
Yeah, mm, I don't know. But I always look at a can of Crisco and I think it doesn't taste like ice cream.
Mm-mm. Does not.
It does not taste like ice cream. But it does. It is nice and fluffy though. It is pretty. I'll say that.
Mhm. Well, a lot of icing they make with Crisco. Hard.
Yeah. Well, as long as you put sugar in it, I guess it's fine.
Mhm.
But not. I mean, don't eat it by itself
Mm-mm.
because it is not good. Contrary to what they say, it does not taste like ice cream.
Mm.
No matter what Gloria wants to tell you, it does not. She wouldn't say it now, of
Mhm.
course. I know she had said at one point, she said, "Oh my God, I was an awful big sister." I said, "No, you weren't." I was like, I used to think you hated me at one point, but no, she was just a kid being a kid. You know how kids are.
Uh-huh.
You just, most of the time, though, she was very protective. She did things like that out of fun. And I know some people would be like, that's not funny. No, actually, kid being a kid. But when it came down to it, Gloria always was protective as well.
Yeah.
So she was protective of all his younger ones, and you know, unfortunately, put in a situation where you have to be the parent, and you shouldn't have to be at that young age.
Right. Indica, you don't want no shortening icing?
Ah,
No
no
lard
shame.
icing?
Mm, I don't know if it tastes good. Just don't tell me what's in it. We'll be good. You know,
Mm-hmm.
don't tell me it's got lard in it. We'll be fine. Just tell me there's sugar.
Right.
Just tell me the sugar in it. We'll be good.
She said, no, thank you.
Oh, thank you. No, thank you to the lard icing. Hell, that's probably what they use at the bakeries and stuff.
It is.
Mm. Yep. See, Arjano said her grandmother used to make it with shortening.
Mm-hmm.
So you can make that icing with that shortening. Mm-mm-mm.
Yes, ma'am.
I'm telling you, gotta make that icing. Heck yeah. Yeah. I remember Grandma Irma. She had and it's so funny because the one picture that we have, I have well, we have more than one, but one of the pictures, she has the outfit on in that picture. And I was like, oh my God, I remember that outfit. And it was one of those, mind you, it's the 70s, okay? So
Mm-hmm.
it was brown and it had these, like the vest had flowers on it,
Mm-hmm.
but the pants and the shirt were brown. And it
Mm-hmm.
had the poofy sleeves, 1970s,
Oh, yeah.
screamed high fashion 70s. Okay.
Yep.
And I was like, yeah, Gloria, that's the one she had when we got stuck behind the train. I don't know why. Well, okay, Grandma Gloria took me a lot of times. She would, as they say, quote unquote, rescue me, you know.
Mhm.
Well, Ron would, when he would come home and he would see Teresa was not so nice, he would take me and take me to Grandma Irma's, and um, so we were just hanging out, I guess. But she had a bunch of poodles. All right.
Mhm.
So no surprise I got me a little chihuahua because, Grandma Irma had little dogs too,
Mhm.
And I remember that gray one was standing there in the center console and I was sitting in the middle back seat. And there was another one that was next to me. I think the white one was next to me on the seat. And we got stuck by a train. Oh my gosh. And I remember her arm coming out with seeing the flowers and stuff on her.
Mhm.
And I kept telling her, Grandma, I gotta go. I gotta go pee. I gotta go pee. She's like, just hold on. We gotta wait for the train. And it was the slowest train ever. And I swear, every time I run across a train now, I have to go to the bathroom. I, and I don't even think I really have to go. I think it's just the thought. Yeah, train,
Right.
gotta go pee.
Mhm.
I was like, I don't even know if I made it. I don't remember if I made it to the bathroom or not because I had to go bad. I was like, oh, it hurts. I gotta go. Should have just let me squat outside next to the car, which maybe she did. I don't know. But that
Yeah,
train was so long. But I remember that outfit. I remember her wearing that. I swear it was probably one of her favorite ones or something.
probably.
But she definitely. mm,
Mhm.
I don't know.
Archangel said you couldn't live here, then y'all got slow trains. We got
Mm,
trains, but they're fast.
I know, but there they were slow. And, here most of the trains are pretty fast, but we do have some that are slow,
Mhm.
like really slow. It's like, oh my gosh, it's never gonna end. 4 sets of train tracks. Whew, I'm telling you. Which trains are important, we need them. They get things from point A to point B.
Yep.
Even if it's snail mail, they go slow and it's like, "Oh my gosh, what are you doing? Can you speed it up a little bit?" You know? Do
It is
something.
amazing if you think about it, how efficient they are with sending stuff that way,
Yeah.
and it really doesn't take that long.
Uh-uh. No, 'cause they're pretty fast.
Mhm.
Unless you're traveling by train. Have you ever looked at the train schedules?
No.
For I tell you what, well, I mean, they're quick, I guess, compared to the bus. The bus is forever. But they're not you'd think you could get from point A to point B faster, but because of layovers and switching and all this other stuff, it can take a long time to get from one end to the other.
Yeah.
And it's not cheap either. Going by train. I would love to one day go and take the Oriental Express.
Yeah.
Oh, that'd be so cool. There's a few. There's a couple YouTubers that I watch that travel, and
Mhm.
the one, he travels all over the world going on different trains and
That'd
different
be cool.
classes of trains.
Yeah.
Like some of them are like, whoo-wee, and they cost a lot of money. But I mean, it's like you walked into the Ritz-Carlton or something. It's like, holy moly. And then there's other ones that it's like, eh, you may want to check for bed bugs. you know, is there a rat in the corner? I mean, but it's kind of cool to see all the different things that they all offer and how, the time and stuff like that.
Mhm.
Like, ooh. I'd be scared to death to miss the train because they'll stop and you can get off and kind of walk around. But I'd be
Yeah.
like, oh, I'd be scared to death to miss the train. Whew.
Mhm.
Like, no, there goes my ride. Oh my gosh. That might, yeah. Have you seen the old steam engine? Yes, yeah. Aren't those cool? I love watching all that stuff. That's why a lot of times when I'm cruising the YouTube streets, I'm cruising stuff like that. I like the guy who travels on planes and does
Mhm.
all the different classes there too.
Yeah. I hadn't seen any
Mhm.
of those. Is that on the Travel Channel, I'm sure?
Uh, no, they're just individual channels.
Oh, okay.
YouTuber. I'll have to find one and show you because the one he does all different airlines, and he'll travel first class, business. Does all the different ones,
Mhm.
and takes you along, and he rates them, and it's really cool to be able to see it all and be like, man, I'd love to travel like that. I mean, these things fold out into beds and they get to sleep and they get a shower. They give you
Mhm.
pajamas and a robe and
Wow.
oh yeah, they get quite the service on those, but those are tickets that I could never pay for.
Right.
I would not do it. You'd have to bump me up for free because I'm not paying those prices. They're
Uh-uh.
outrageously expensive in my opinion. You might as well go ahead and try to fly like a private jet or something on some of them tickets.
Mhm.
Like, you guys are crazy. That's like one of the ones, Amalfi Jets. Have you heard of that?
Mm-mm.
Um, it's a private jet company. The guy who owns it does a bunch of little short videos.
Mhm.
It's pretty cool, and it's just them booking the jets and stuff and having the different people call in. But I tell you what, people that got that kind of money, they are just a different breed. Okay?
Right.
They
Mhm.
are a different breed, I'm telling you. I'm like, holy moly, money makes you like that? Holy crap. I don't want that much money. If I became like
Right.
that, take away the money.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, we had that. We had it come through here not too long ago. Archangel, it was a big deal. Everybody was like going to take their pictures with it and everything. And it went through all the different stops they were going to do and when they were doing them. It was huge. I didn't. I didn't do it. That's too many people out there. I'm sorry. It's a whole lot of people like that. I kind of stay away. But yeah, they all were out there getting their pictures with it. And it made stops. It was a big deal. I probably should have gone to see it just so I could say I did, but I didn't. I'm sure. I'm sure it'll come through again at some point, maybe. That makes it round.
Mhm.
Hopefully it'll make its rounds again. Maybe next time I'll be smart enough and go, yeah, I'll go at least see it. Grab a picture of it and say I saw it. You know, I don't know, but I'm sure it'll be a while because it wasn't too long ago that it came through here. Trying to think how long. I guess it's been at least a year, maybe. I don't know. I'm horrible about timelines. I'm horrible about it. If I can't gauge it by a pregnancy or somebody's birthday or something like that,
Right.
I'm bad.
Winter, spring, summer, or fall.
Yeah. And even then I'm like, well, here in Texas it was warm.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Again, anywhere from December through December. You know?
Right. Yep.
We have our days that are warm, even though it may be freezing one day, it's hot the next day. So I don't know. It's hard to gauge it there too. If it happened during a snowstorm, then we can pin it down real well then. Remember that ice storm that came through back in '08? Remember that actually I think we did have one in '08, didn't we? Or was it '09? I don't know. It was somewhere back there. I know we had one though. All right, you ready to end it?
Yes, ma'am.
I'm gonna go upstairs and get settled in and maybe finish that earring off. I don't know.
Well, you better make sure that little man's asleep.
Oh, he won't be. It's his up time right now. This is where he likes to creep around. He likes to creep around
Uh-huh.
and look. Are you awake? Yeah. He gets his
Shut up,
zoomies,
Yaya.
Him and Mom will be tearing it up there. So I'm sure I'll be like, hey, don't knock over the beads.
All right, everybody, have a good night.
All right. Y'all have a great night. Thank you for joining us. Thank you for joining us. And remember, if somebody comes up with their story and they want to tell you their truth, listen to them, believe them, support them the best you can. And don't side with the predator. It's never a good thing. But either way, y'all have a great, great night. Thank you for joining us, and we will catch y'all later. Bye, guys.
Yeah, I will always be a warrior. You can't stop me, you can't stop me now. Yeah, I will always be a warrior. You can't lock me, you can't lock me down. I will not lay down my arms, ready to be covered in scars. Cause I will always be a warrior. Late nights, get lost, hard work, the cost. Can't quit, can't stop, this world all cut off. Don't have time to waste, not now. Need to find a way to get out. Cause I'm gone in deep, get lost in the weeds. You know it's all about the conquest, what's next? You gotta put the work in like you're obsessed. Think about what you want, what's your future? What kind of person would it take to seduce her? So what's next? Be obsessed with winning and your success. Make progress, this life is never promised. So feel blessed, live life, don't be too cautious. Trust the process.
In too deep, I'll never quit. I wanna see this through. Yeah, I'm all in, and I will hold my head up high. Got what it takes to fight and survive.
Yeah, I will always be a warrior. You can't stop me, you can't stop me now. Yeah, I will always be a warrior. You can't lock me, you can't lock me down. I will not lay down my arms, ready to be covered in scars. Cause I will always be a warrior.